messes with me every time. You have to remember that if you want to look that way on the camera, you got to look that way.
You want to look that way, you got to look that way.
It's reversed.
Yeah.
So if you want to like look at is that how mirrors work?
Well, the image, yeah.
I mean,
they're gonna put me in the movies.
that's how it gets sometimes. We haven't really started yet. We haven't started the broadcast.
They're gonna make a big star out of me.
This is the thought process I just had. I don't want to stay to 11 tonight.
They'll make a film about a man who's sad and lonely.
If we have him on before the regular start time, am I robbing him of his audience who may not fucking even know that we're on?
And all I gotta do is act naturally.
I think we should wait.
That's up to you.
Because, I mean, if we come on 30 minutes early and start interviewing him, then it's going to be over before anybody gets on there.
Is the radio? Are we on the radio?
No.
Oh, why not?
Well, that's what we're discussing. We're discussing.
I mean, it's already late too, so.
Yeah, we didn't hit 8 o'clock, so this was my thought process.
Oh, we're live online, buddy.
Well, they're listening to the discussion. That's the theory. Nobody's on there either because we're early.
Me.
Whoa.
Have you taken your meds?
What the fuck
today,
party
bro?
did I walk into?
I don't know what Nick's not. Nick's got some. He's just happy. He's happy right now.
I'm just a happy camper. That's what happens when angry little trolls are.
We got a viewer in the chat. Can you type your name? Tell us who you are.
Doggy.
Your headphones volumes are right down there, Chris. I'm the bottom one. You want just.
Where's the all the way down button?
All the way down, buddy.
I was just being funny.
Where's the all the way down button?
I don't know which one I am.
Oh, you just had me. This one's me.
That's you then. Yeah. That's okay. You turned yourself down, not me, bro.
What?
What the hell's up with that?
What happened?
You turned yourself down. What are you doing there, Nick?
What?
Hey, anybody on Facebook world, the one viewer on there, we are about to go live on bicradio.com, your internet radio source for the Midwest Connection.
bicradio.com.
Yeah, well, let's go on it.
I got to plug my phone in.
You know what? I've never been to radio school, but I listened to it my whole life.
I got to find that other phone so I can call Kimberly. I can't find it.
Got a face for radio.
I bet you that viewer's Kimberly.
That viewer's it is Kimberly. No, Kimberly would say hi. She don't know. She thinks you're 30 minutes early.
God damn it.
God damn it, Kimberly. Oh, that's. Hey, they're gonna put me in the movie.
If you get it on.
Hey, they're gonna make a big star out of me.
If I get on here, will it show me who's online?
It might. Boy, the lag. I can hear it on your phone through there.
Oh, is that my phone?
Yeah, or somebody's phone.
Oh, probably is. I forgot to turn it down.
He's playing with his Hey, we got 2 viewers, 3 viewers. Who's in the chat? We're about to go live, bicradio.com. We're going to come at you live with Chris. Oh, one of them's Chris Schmidt. We're coming at you with you, bro.
Yep.
We're coming at you with you soon. We're going to have an interview with Chris Schmidt on the Midwest Connection, 8:30 Standard Central Time. I was going to sit here and do fake promos for 20 minutes.
I like it.
Don't turn, don't leave. Up next, an interview with Chris Schmidt.
Just start making up movies.
Just making up movies?
Yeah. Like the movie guy voice. Just make up movies.
In the middle of nowhere, Kansas, in a field, where the beer... I tried to say where the deer and the buffalo roam, and it came out beer.
Beer? No, what's on your mind?
I don't even drink beer. I'm allergic.
I know.
I'm fucking... Yes, kids, you can be allergic to alcohol. No, I mean beer.
I mean, you'd probably be allergic to alcohol.
Aren't we all, though? I mean, isn't it a side effect of a poison? Like,
yeah.
So
I mean, we kind of are.
I mean, it's a toxic. Look.
There you go.
Oh, but we lost 2 viewers. Did you get out of there? What's up, Kevin? How you doing?
Yeah, I got out of there.
We're on the.
I couldn't see the viewers who it was.
We're on the YouTubes too.
The YouTubes.
Dude, I get made fun of every show for that. I call the YouTubes and the Facebooks. I mean, it is. This is the Midwest Connection.
I mean, yeah.
You're the Chris Schmidt.
Yep. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we'll be live on bicradio.com. Nick, it's your turn to do a annoying promo for the Facebook to keep them interested.
Facebook? I gotta find another phone. Is that it?
Hey, they're gonna put me in the movies. Yeah, they're gonna make a big star out of me. You're gonna have stuck in my head for weeks, dude.
It's a great fucking song.
But I don't want it stuck in there.
Well, this will give you a chance to look up the song you were trying to find.
Oh,
Lippy song.
it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that far away look in your eyes. And I can tell, and by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's...
The way you were like Stevie Wonder in it there for a minute.
Was I really?
Yeah, you were.
That was an unintentional Stevie Wonder right there. You could say I was blind to my actions.
See, that's country.
Stevie Wonder?
No, the shit I was just singing.
You got to watch this guy. He's
When you ask me if I like country, that's what I think of.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That's the country that they played in my house when I was growing up.
Mine was Reba McEntire. Like that was
Yeah.
that was which I like Reba McEntire, but
He's all right.
George Strait,
that was the farthest.
Alan Jackson.
No.
Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it
Nope,
gets
George
hotter than a
Jones.
hoochie coochie.
George Jones.
George Jones is shit. George Jones is the shit. Like, period.
He stopped loving her today. You can sing that one. Come on, let's hear it. Come on, Ernie. Come on, let's hear it.
No, you've
Oh,
already.
dude,
you've
come
already-
on, buddy. Oh, come on, rip my guts out, Ernie. Come on, do it, buddy.
That's not my George Jones go-to.
Oh, any George Jones rips my guts out. Come on, do it, Ernie. Stomp on my heart. Come on,
That's
Ernie,
what he does
please.
to me. I can't do it now. I was
on the
gonna sing
spot.
some Grand Tour, but
Get you on the spot.
yeah. Oh, what time is it? 8:14. 8:14 to the one viewer out there in Facebook land. We are 16 minutes away from a clusterfuck of clusterfuck.
We were gonna make promos, but then we got high.
Ooh.
We were gonna have a really good show, but then we got high.
Ooh.
We were gonna do the best we could.
But that bird is fly.
Hey, hey.
Because we got high. Because we got high. Because we got high. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. What we do?
What are you talking about?
Kimberly's in the chat. Kimberly, what's up? Happy Wednesday. I'm trying all kind of different radio voices tonight.
That one's a good one.
Well, that was more like a...
That was more like a Casey Kasem.
Hi,
thing.
I'm Casey Kasem.
Yeah.
This is Casey.
This
Casey
is
coming to
Casey.
you live from KC, Missouri.
When I was about 18 years old, I had a telemarketing job, and I used to sell portrait packages for $29.95. And we used to have it was dial a number quiz show, and we would call phone numbers all night long. I was really good at it, and I would talk just like this. And we had a script. Hi, you're the next contestant on Dial a Number Quiz Show. And we would ask a question. It was the same question of everybody, and there was 3 answers, and all 3 of them were correct. And if they won, they got.
What's up, Eddie?
When they won, they got to choose between 3 different prizes that they got to pay $29.95 for, dude.
So you won. What'd you win? Another beer. $29.95, huh?
And it was quite the thing. I got like $6 off of every one I sold, and then the person who drove it to their house, they got like $3 off of each one. They actually got the person to write them the check for it.
Is this like a real thing?
This is a real thing. No.
Oh God, I thought you were being funny, like the whole Casey Kasem thing.
No,
I thought you were being funny.
No,
that's the basis of his comedy. Is you think he's just telling you something?
No, all these stupid stories that I tell, they all really happen.
It's all facts.
It's all facts.
Like,
All right, you'll learn something.
I get lost
All right,
watching
everybody?
myself in the fucking video. Like, I don't think I look like that bad, but like I see you sit over there like on one cushion. Never mind. I'm just saying, I'm a wide fucking dude. I get half a couch. Eddie, what's going on tonight, brother? We are
Hey,
13,
Kimberly, will you talk for me?
13 minutes.
Do we talk some more? And even more? There it is.
Kind of fucking crazy to think about. I was about to
Okay,
smoke.
I got you.
Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Hi, Kimberly. How are you?
Hey, it's going good. Just
Right on,
about,
right.
just about to smoke a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, on this
Hey,
lovely
do you-
Wednesday night.
You know you are live on the stream right now.
Yeah, I just said smoke.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
all right.
That could be.
It's not our
like a lot of
parents.
things.
Yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
could be
that could be
fucking crack,
multiple
Kimberly.
things.
I could be
you
smoking
went a
weeds,
dark
man.
place.
You hang out with so many fucking musicians that
You're not supposed to smoke crack, Kimberly. You're supposed to lick it. Okay?
Oh my god.
Are you gonna chew gum the whole show?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know about that, dude.
God.
It's so in my headphones.
Can you hear it?
Oh,
No, I'm sorry. I'll stop then. I'm sorry. I'll
sounds
stop.
like you're stirring fucking hot macaroni over there, bro.
Dude, I
Since-
didn't hear it until
this-
you pointed it out.
This
so
whole
thanks,
dieting,
man.
this whole dieting thing, I've been chewing gum like fucking crazy, dude.
Dude.
Well, I've been wanting to smoke really bad. I haven't smoked for like 12 or 13 years or something, dude. But every once in a while, it hits me really bad where I want to, and when I do, I chew the fuck out of gum, dude. I mean,
we know.
Since you've been here, I bet I've chewed like 10 pieces at least, dude.
Jeez.
Yep.
You seen that meme where the lady's like stirring macaroni?
That's him right now.
Yeah, I didn't realize you could hear it. I'm sorry. I'll take it out. It's gonna drive me fucking nuts. It's gonna drive me nuts. You think I've been off the wall so far? Now it's on like Donkey Kong.
Eddie, I'm trying not to drink tonight. We're trying not to drink
You wanna-
because me and Nick are on a diet.
We're on a diet.
Eddie's having a beer or 5, and
Ernie and I are on a diet. We're both losing weight like crazy.
I have to help him because even though I'm fine, Nick has what they call a weight problem, and I'm offering emotional and
Well,
support. Just I'm there for him.
you can't lose weight and drink. You just can't. It's impossible.
Facts.
It's impossible to indulge in drinking and lose weight simultaneously.
Could we have one shot? I'm falling off the wagon.
Yeah,
that was
that's isn't that a slippery slope?
We could. You can. I mean, yeah, and lose weight. Sure, we can have a shot or two.
I think I have a fifth of tequila in my truck.
But you and I, like, can we have a shot?
I mean, yeah.
I
Right.
believe you. I believe in
We're
you
fucking
guys.
21 and weigh 100. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
No,
What was
I'm saying
21 and what?
21 and weigh 100.
no,
Okay.
but you and I, Ernie, a shot turns into 10.
I have Chris is here. He won't let me.
Won't let you.
All right, yeah.
Are you his mother, Chris?
God damn it! Don't stick me in the middle of this.
Dude, Ernie, you and I drink a lot when we get together, dude.
Dude, we have had shows where we only had a shot or two.
Have we?
I mean, yeah.
Have we really?
I don't remember.
I was gonna say,
I don't
do you
think so.
remember?
Dude, when you and I drink together, we drink a lot together, dude.
Listen, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. We got 10 minutes. 10 minutes before we're live on bicradio.com with, I don't like that one was good, was it?
Nah, that one wasn't good.
Eddie, we're
The
trying
Casey
different.
Kasem before,
I don't even, that one was an accident.
Yep.
I didn't even do the Casey Kasem on purpose. I don't even really know. I don't even know what he sounds like. I thought about maybe the Wolfman Jackson and I do the whole show like this. Yeah, welcome down.
Hi,
Yeah,
Those are good.
yeah, we got Chris Schmidt in here, Kansas City's own Chris Schmidt with his new shit, the solo shit, coming to you live from Spring Hill, Kansas. No?
No, I like that one. The
All right.
face doesn't really match the voice, but
Well, I mean, I have a face for
you got
radio.
a face for radio.
That's how it goes. So, yeah, I'm going to have a cigarette, and we'll be right back and do a radio program.
Hey.
We'll have a Kimberly, why are you laughing already? We haven't even started.
Kimberly's our built-in laugh track.
I like that.
Oh yeah, me and Ernie seem funny just because Kimberly's here.
Yeah, it's cool except for
Oh
like
my God.
we'll have like a serious guest on, and she still does it.
We're
I know when to control it.
we're simulated. Me and Ernie appear funny.
Yeah, like
know?
people are like,
It's like the mirror
These
may
guys
appear
are so
larger.
funny.
dude, they're fucking hilarious.
Don't
One
you
show
think
without
you guys
Kimberly,
are funny
crickets,
looking?
Yeah.
crickets.
Cancel these guys. They suck. Yeah.
Get them off the air. No, that was the first episode. Remember?
Oh God.
Have a little rough time.
In the chat.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes we don't look at the BIC chat because they're honest.
Oh,
They say how they feel.
oh.
I honestly love you.
No, I'm kidding.
I honestly love you.
No, but
Here we go,
honestly,
Dad.
I will tell that story real quick before we get started here. I'm down to 8 minutes for a cigarette, but so I don't even care if they're listening. Eddie and
I don't
and,
care.
dude.
Sorry.
Take the glasses off. They're fucking with. So Eddie and Grok kind of set us up for failure. You know, me and Nick had never done this at all. Didn't even know the program. We were like downloading it, and they told us, "Yeah, if you guys want to try this, we'll give you a dead air test. Nobody will be listening except them."
Mm-hmm.
And then I was literally at Mexican with my parents eating dinner, and he messaged and was like, "Hey, miscommunication. Grok just posted you guys are live tonight." So literally, it was trial by fire. So the first episode, people were coming to hear. We covered.
Not you guys.
Yeah, well, Eddie and the Hillbilly and Hester show, so they were coming to hear what they play and what they're used to, and instead they got fucking me and Nick and fucking Pantera. They were like, "What the fuck?
What is this?"
This is not what I tuned in for." Fucking all-star. Fucking all-star.
But yeah, you showed Pantera to a lot of people. Hopefully.
Yeah, but in all honesty, they told us you need to play to the crowd, and we told them we're gonna play what we fucking want to play.
We want to play what we play.
Hey, worked for Metallica.
And then we fell on the ground and started crying. And they said, "All right already. God, I can't watch a grown man cry like that."
Huh? Any cigarettes? No. Oh, did you quit? Yeah. Dude, I fucked up. I came here with 2 packs of cigarettes.
Oh, you quit cigarettes? Oh, good for you. Cold turkey?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Cold turkey?
I used the patch.
Oh, did you? Are you still using it?
No.
Oh, good for you. Yeah. You got to get off that patch. It'll make you.
you
it
didn't quit
the
nothing,
patch
did
made
you?
me smoke more. When I used the patch, then I started smoking like more, and then I like started chewing and shit, and I still got the patch on and shit. I was awful,
I did
man.
not smoke when I was.
I had to quit smoke cold turkey. When I started using products, it just made me use more.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I didn't smoke when I was on the patch.
But I smoked and chewed and all kinds of shit all my life, man. Yeah, that was awful. They left me all alone. It's just me in here, everybody. Oh, hi, Kimberly. You're in here, too.
They abandoned you?
They did. Those
Fuckers.
bastards. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Drinking a beer, 05?
Do we got the chats working tonight?
Yeah, that's what we figured, man.
Hell
Yeah, I got the chat working tonight. It was something.
Mm-hmm.
It was I had to sign out of everything and sign back in, and it started working.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's annoying, though.
Yeah, I think we went through a couple episodes like that.
Technology,
What's up, Tony?
man. Technology, fuck it.
Yeah. And I kept finding out in the middle of the episode. And so it's kind of hard to sign out and sign back in the middle of the episode. But it's working now.
Hell yeah.
So there you go, dude.
You guys have seen Bill and Ted, right? From the 90s?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah.
You guys have such, like, Bill and Ted energy.
We should what?
You guys have, like, the same energy as
Oh.
Bill and Ted.
That's funny. Poor Bill and Ted. Four more minutes.
I don't know if Bill and Ted is a Beavis and Butthead ripoff, or if it's the other way around, or if it's just coincidence, honestly.
It's just coincidence, I'm sure. It was probably, I mean, that kind of stuff people make up when they're kids and stuff, and then it just matures into a franchise when they grow up or whatever, you know. But
Yeah.
I know Beavis and Butthead was first, I think. I'm pretty sure, if I remember right.
I heard he based those off of two classmates he had
Yeah,
for Beavis and
yeah, I
Butthead.
think you did.
God, imagine being immortalized as Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Hank Hill came out of Beavis and Butthead.
That's wild.
The Simpsons were on a show called Tracy Ullman. When Fox,
Yeah.
I don't know, when Fox first came out, they weren't actually a station. They used to hijack the local stations all over the country. Like wherever you lived, one of the local stations would get hijacked for the weekend. It would start on Friday evening, like at 6 or 7 or whatever, and it would be Fox until Sunday evening at some time, right? Like 8 or 9 or whatever. And just
Yeah,
all weekend it was the Fox network, and they had Star Trek: The Next Generation and 21 Jump Street and the Tracy Ullman Show was one of the shows, and Married with Children was on there, and the Tracy Ullman Show was one of them, and that was like she was a comedian, but she it was like a bunch of skits and stuff. But the Simpsons was a cartoon on that show. It was like a little 3 to 5 minute cartoon that they would have every week, and that came out of that show.
We left
Yeah.
with a live mic.
What?
Are we canceled?
I think so.
It's just a TikTok joke.
What?
It's just a TikTok joke.
Oh yeah. TikTok jokes.
Yeah, because we got
Wait, are we
canceled
still
on TikTok.
banned from TikTok?
I think they told us after 30 days if we didn't violate, we could get back.
Tony, what's up?
We just haven't tried it. So
You get kicked off?
yeah, the first
time we were allowed to go live, we did something in the what was it? Hate speech.
for hate speech.
For hate speech.
we got kicked
Really?
off TikTok for hate because we were calling each other fat and stuff.
We
like
were
that.
making fun of each other, calling each other fat and ugly and old and stupid, and all of a sudden we weren't allowed to go live on TikTok anymore.
Yeah, they kicked us off.
Oh,
They're sensitive.
Yeah,
okay. But you were just making fun of each other.
yeah, we were just making fun of each other.
It's like their love
Yes.
language, honestly.
I mean, you want
Fuck yes, Eddie.
You want one of those?
We do that.
that mint toothpick if you don't want to chew your gum.
Is that a trucker toothpick?
No, it's not a trucker toothpick.
What's a trucker toothpick?
Back in the day, they used to be basically soaked in amphetamines,
Oh, okay, sweet.
and they would give truckers here. Are you tired? And literally,
Oh, sweet.
they would put a
That's not that. That's not one of those. So not to disappoint you, but
yeah.
Well, when I was a kid, they used to sell
What's up, Skip?
ephedrine at like 7-Eleven and stuff. You know, Sudafed.
yeah.
You know, the stuff they sell behind the counters and stuff now.
You got to sign for it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, when I was a kid, they sold little packages. It was allergy medicine. It was White Crosses. You know what White Crosses are?
Mini thins, baby.
Yeah, mini thins.
Mini
Yeah,
thins.
little white.
You're old enough to remember mini thins. It was every gas station.
I don't remember those.
It was
though.
just like a ghetto version of No Dose.
Well, but
No, I
it
don't
was
remember that.
but it was Sudafed. It was
Yeah, it was
you can make
A caffeine ephedra mix.
Well, no.
to
When
get you going.
No, when I was a kid, it wasn't caffeine, dude. It was Sudafed. It was what you buy at the fucking drugstore.
Well, it had
And-
ephedra in it. But
No, when I was a kid, it was ephedrine. It was fucking ephedrine.
well, you're old, dude.
Yeah. And
Careful, you'll get banned from something
and
else.
you could get you could get 6 white crosses is what they were, and we called it white because when I was a kid,
Eddie
there was all-
cross tops.
There was cross tops. There you go. Thank you. That's the word I was looking for. Because there was cross tops, there was yellow jackets, black
I remember
balls,
Yellow
Magnum
Jackets.
357s.
yeah, all that shit. There was all that, and but you could get. They sold little packages. There were 6 of them for 99 cents at every fucking gas station in the world when I was a kid, dude.
Damn.
You know.
Unfortunately, in the 90s, came along a methamphetamine epidemic.
You got time.
Oh, hey, we better go live.
Thanks. You're. I'll be here.
Hey, Skip, what's up? Are you guys still on the road, Skip? Hey, Brian, what's up, buddy? What's up, my cousin? Brian
Dude.
Coatney's my fourth cousin.
Tony's in the chat. I was going to talk about that. I was talking to Amber the other day, and I really realized what they did because, we're so far into the week now, and Amber was like, "Yeah, the boys are still driving back." I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit!"
Damn.
Let me rock.
You got to do something. People are watching, dude.
Can we do the toe tapping?
They
thing?
can't see
I
your.
don't- Oh, they
Well,
can't,
yeah, they can see your
They can see
foot.
my
Yeah,
feet.
you do the feet. Good evening, and welcome back to another episode of The Midwest Connection.
Midwest Connection. What's up, Ernie?
What's going on, brother?
How you doing, my friend?
I just, you know,
Right on. I do know.
living, breathing.
Living and breathing.
What's Skip say over there? What's Skip? Oh,
They're back home. Copper Steel's back home from the road trip. Our homies, we're proud of you, brother.
yeah, fuck yeah. That's the awesome shit, dude.
That's the shit. The shit. They went and played Whiskey A Go Go in L.A. They did a trip. I think they did.
They had multiple shows out there, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, little
I'm gonna
tour.
say it all wrong. They went to Ohio and New York and Florida and No, I'm just kidding. They went a few places. They went Ohio or something, Iowa.
The bike rally one. I don't know. I guess I didn't know where that was.
Yeah, I can never remember shit. But I know they went to California.
Yeah.
They did at least 2 gigs in California. One of them was Whiskey A Go Go. And then I know I tried to call them and because I thought they were home already, and I caught them at a gas station in New Mexico. And John tells me, "Hey, I'd love to talk to you, but we're at a gas station in New Mexico, Nick." And I said, "Oh shit, have a good day." and but no, they're kicking ass, man.
Yeah.
Did you see all the videos? They sound fucking
Yeah,
great.
I heard.
dude.
Skip, if you're still on there, what is the name of that new song you played? We got to remember though, when we try to talk to people on the chat, there's a lag. There's a pause, delay, or whatever you want to call it.
Latency is what that's called.
Well, it's more of a delay. It's like,
Latency, right?
I mean, latency's like an echo to me. Lag, a delay is
An
like.
echo to me. Delay is like,
You gonna do that the rest of the show?
you can do that the rest of the show.
He will.
He will.
Chris cut his mic.
Sorry.
No,
Okay, I don't understand what latency is at all. You're right.
no, not that one, dude. We know Headstones Made of Clay. You played one live at Whiskey A Go Go that
Yeah.
wasn't recorded. That we heard. What was the name of that one?
yeah. No, they've got another one now, Eddie. That they played at Whiskey A Go Go.
Yeah, what Eddie just said. Nobody can hear.
Yes.
Nobody can hear what Eddie said on the radio because he typed it. But
Yes. What you just said, Eddie.
Yeah,
There's another new
basically, for the radio, Copper Still's got some new tunes coming,
Well,
and
of
we can't
course they
fucking
do.
wait. And fucking, that's what we're trying to say.
one. You know why they got a new one? You know why they got another new one? Because they're
They're
badasses,
fucking
dude.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good answer, Kimberly. That was the correct answer. Ding, ding, ding.
Kimberly, you
Winner,
are here.
winner, chicken dinner.
How the fuck is your week been, Kimberly? What have you been up to?
Well, it's been kind of exhausting because I have one more week of the school year left, and then it's summer, which is awesome.
What are you gonna do?
Look for another job because I'm about to be unemployed again.
Oh, I thought you were like say like backpack through Europe or some cool shit.
That'd be cool as fuck.
Dude, I wish.
I'm gonna
I
get
wanna
off
go
work
to
and I'm gonna find
London.
another job. Well, that was. It's not really
I
what I
want to go to
expected.
London so fucking bad. That's how I got into music journalism, actually. I was covering bands from London when I was like 18 years old.
London Calling.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, like the
badass
Clash
album.
song, man. The hints, that's where the London penny comes from.
Oh, is it really?
Uh-huh. London, like London, England, and then Penny Lane, like Penny Lane from Almost Famous.
Penny was
awesome.
hot.
Right on, right on, right on.
Yeah. We also have with us live in studio
Yep. Chris Schmidt.
Chris Schmidt.
Yep.
You said it so. I don't know.
So German?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So German.
That's
yeah.
because you
That's
spell
it.
it so German.
That's right. None
No,
of
I
that
say it like
toot-toot
that. The
crap.
reason I say it like that is so people don't think it's Chris Smith.
Oh, okay.
You got to put the Schmidt in it.
Oh,
Schmidt.
got it.
Yeah,
The
Schmidt.
wrong spelling.
Yeah.
Yep.
Schmidt.
Especially because once they hear your solo stuff, you want them to be able to go find you.
That's
even
true.
though you don't have it under your name, so I shouldn't.
Well,
We'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll get
We're going to talk to Chris about some new releases he's got going on. We're going to talk about
Chris,
I don't know.
we're telling who Chris is. He's a Kansas City artist. He plays guitar. He's a badass on the guitar.
you tell him.
You tell him.
Chris Schmidt is a longtime Kansas City musician. He plays in a very popular cover band called, this is a beautiful fucking name, Blue Oyster Culture Club.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a cool fucking name.
Yes.
For what, yeah, because it just explains everything in a nutshell.
Yeah.
That's just beautiful, man.
Yep.
BOCC for short.
Yep.
They've been playing shows around St. Joe, Kansas City area for what, 10 years? 15?
20.
20. Damn.
20 years.
Just like me and Nick. Chris, too, is old.
Yep.
Just put that, put that out there.
Careful. Hold on.
Careful. Yeah.
He don't show it though.
He's not as old as us.
He.
No, I'm
oh,
still
he's
a
not?
pup. No, I'm still a pup.
I think I got
Little
7
bit.
years on you.
Something like that. I don't remember how old you are.
I'm going to tell you that. We just had a concert for my birthday. Chris also
That's
plays
true.
guitar in Stone Eagle. Chris also in
Yep,
Stone
Chris
Eagle.
Chris is also Ernie's guitarist in Stone Eagle.
And
Yep.
and we just played a birthday show this year.
Yeah. I don't remember what it was though. Like the birthday, the number.
Well, I mean,
And we just had this conversation at practice not too long ago
yeah, we did.
about
You're 40.
close.
What? No.
I'm over 40. but
43.
You're close. 43.
Yeah, that's right.
we
I
got it.
remember when we talk. I remember things you
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
You're
I
43.
don't remember
So-
anything.
You don't
about that
know.
company. No.
I'm 47, brother. I got 5 on you.
Other than the project we're here to promote tonight, what other projects are you in?
Just Stone Eagle and BOCC. Blue Oyster Culture
okay,
Club.
okay.
There's another
Yep.
one. Talk about it.
I thought you were in a country band too.
There is.
No, that's Brad.
Oh, well,
Who's opening for Green
Chris
Jelly?
was
You're
too.
opening for Green Jelly.
Oh.
For who?
Sorry.
Jelly.
Yeah. So there's a band that's out of St. Joe, and they back in the '90s they did a bunch of stuff in Kansas City and kind of regionally too. They're called Full Power, and it's some of the guys in my cover band. They got back together. They've been doing some shows, and they needed a bass player a couple years ago, so I joined up with them. And this June, we're playing with Green Jelly.
Yeah.
at Skate Bar.
Green Jelly the skateboard.
That's
Badass.
that's gonna be weird. It's gonna be weird.
Us old people know Green Jelly is Green Jello, but they got sued.
yeah, and then
Then it became Green Jelly, and it wasn't cool as it was then.
it wasn't as cool as it was.
But we're going to start out here with Nick Pick, and when we come back, we're going to talk more with Chris in detail, and we're going to check it.
But aren't we going to tell them what we're going to talk about tonight? Aren't we here to talk about a different project? I thought we were.
I mean, it's for the yes.
Well,
So,
shouldn't we tell them that's what we're here for before we go running away?
Isn't
that what a pro would do?
I think you
we
got to
should
leave
ask
wanting a
Eddie.
little bit.
Eddie, isn't that what a pro would do?
Eddie, are you still in the chat?
Isn't that what a pro would do? We would introduce what the hell we're actually going to be talking about tonight before we actually go running away and playing music, right?
This is the part where we all stare at each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the uncomfortable silence for the whole world to hear.
Dude, and the uncomfortable stares do not
Yep.
translate well on the radio.
They don't.
Uh-uh.
That's terrible for radio. See,
Kimberly,
what-
you should do a play-by-play like when this happens and just be like, a tense stare.
Yes.
Oh my
It's like the
God.
audiobook version.
Yeah, yeah. As Nick turns with his red heart glasses on to
Yes.
gaze into the eyes of Chris,
Oh, we could have
asking for validation of his opinion.
Kimberly could start narrating. Our
Eddie said we
bullshit.
could do us, man.
Oh my God.
So Nick, I'll kind of placate both of you. So yes, we're here to talk about a specific project. Look,
Okay.
in addition to the stuff I do with Ernie, I have my own solo kind of project that I've been putting together and I've been doing for about 2 years now, and that's what we're here to talk
the
about.
prog metal stuff.
See, that's what Ernie
Ooh,
said that.
it's on. Here comes the fight.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna catch everybody up. I played the music you're gonna hear a little bit for Nick, and Nick labeled it prog metal. I went back to Chris and said, I didn't know this was prog metal. And Chris said, I'll fucking kill Nick. No, not like that. But that's what I'm hoping for. Good radio. We're going to fight.
I couldn't wait to say it.
That's
when
right.
He told me that.
It's going to be a Mortal
'Cause
Kombat.
I'm a
So,
button pusher.
if since you are the author and the musician and the promoter and the fucking recorder and the engineer, what type of music, what genre do you think it falls in?
See, I don't know. So, after you guys had that conversation, Ernie came back to me and he's like, "Hey, I played that for Nick and everything, and he thinks it's prog metal." And I stood there for a second. And I'm like, "What? I don't know what it is. I don't get that. I don't necessarily think it's prog metal. I think there's some rock in there. There's some metal stuff.
Well, I would.
It's-
To be exact, he said that it would be prog metal if it had like a chicken leather singing opera in front of it.
Well,
Yeah, I did kind of say something like that. Yeah.
No, he
No,
did. Both of you did.
I
yeah.
said it too. Yeah. let me
Backpedal.
yeah, because I'm not the guy to put things in a genre, because to me there's still only like 4 genres of music in the world. I mean, I really
Right.
Dude, that's the problem with genres is they've been subgenres.
right,
so
right.
much.
They've been. I don't get it, and I don't really know what prog metal is. I was just trying to put the closest thing I could think of to it. But
And I could
but-
see that. I could see it.
But
What the fuck
but
is
when-
prog
when-
metal?
when I-
Somebody
when
tell me
I-
what prog metal
when
is.
I heard it, I was waiting for the chick wearing the low cut cleavage leather outfit, bunch of makeup, long hair, heavy fucking nails,
Is she hot?
It's kind of like
and maybe some spikes.
it sounds like it.
How tall is she?
Maybe like a spike collar or something, and
Tattoos?
and she's singing all operatic. Oh, la,
Yeah,
and
that
kinda
killed
like-
it. That killed it.
Your kind of standard prog stuff is like Rush.
I thought that was
Dream
math
Theater.
rock or fucking. I thought that had a different name.
No, like
No,
or
but
power metal. Like
but
it
your
could be
shit
either
has to have
one.
that chick singing it. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
dude. It does.
No, I get, and I totally, I
Yeah.
see where I never would have thought prog.
When you find her,
When
can
I
we
wrote
have
it-
her on the show?
Yeah, I'll let you
I
know.
would love to. have her
I
on
don't-
I'll
the
let
show.
you know.
Is
The
she gonna wear the
keyboard player.
spikes and stuff?
I don't
The
know.
keyboard player
I don't
that
know
is
prog
on one of
metal's-
the track.
I don't.
And we actually said you should have called her tonight on the phone. We should have called her.
I wouldn't have thought of that.
I
you
don't
should have called
honestly
her.
know if prog metal's the right thing to call
Is
it.
she from Australia?
Mm-hmm.
There's one of the DJs lives in Australia. Maybe he can have her on down there. We can do it.
Yeah.
We can do a cross promotional program from Australia to America.
There we go.
Just
That'd be
like
cool
his
as
song.
fuck, yeah.
One of his songs has got an Australian piano player on it that he collabed with over the internet.
We can
Yeah,
have a
we'll talk
seance.
to- we'll
We can
talk
have a
about that one, though.
seance. and-
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
We can have a seance and conjure up Bon Scott.
He'd look a little rough.
Can we get Jim Morrison on the show too?
It's only a 2-hour show, guys.
Well, Jim Morrison's not from Australia.
We don't
though.
even have candles here. I mean,
But since we're raising dead rock stars, he'd be cool to interview.
I think I'd have more fun talking to Jim Morrison. I think.
Then Bon Scott?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
I'm not a
Jim-
Doors fan, but
Is
I
Jim-
was
hold on,
talking to
hold
Jim,
on.
Jim Morrison pissed on his audience.
is
okay?
this
I'm
Jim
sorry.
Morrison
I mean, that's
sober
true,
or
that's
Jim
true.
Morrison on acid?
Bon Scott
Both,
partied with
both.
his audience. Jim
I didn't know there was
Morrison
a
pissed on him.
difference.
Okay, well, I mean, I'm sure at some point he was a baby.
I will give you that. I'll give
Bon,
you that.
Bon Scott, when they would get to a town, he would go wandering off. They used to worry that wouldn't show up to the show. He would go wandering off and go meet the people in town and drink
Skip,
with them
that's
all
what I'm
day.
saying. Where is she at?
And because he wanted to go see what those people were like in that town, he would go drink with them all day and then go show up at the show. And then he knew how to rock and roll with them.
That's cool.
That's a bad motherfucker,
Yeah,
is what that
that's
is.
cool.
But Jim Morrison would drink all day and then go throw up and then go piss on the audience.
Why do you
know?
hate? Why do you
Also
hate?
true.
Why do you hate Jim Morrison?
Because he was a fucking douchebag, dude.
Janis Joplin.
Everything I've ever heard about him screams douchebag, dude. I can't stand the guy.
Like Janis Joplin, like smashed a
I
beer
love his
bottle
music. I'm
over
sorry. I love his
head
music.
at some
L.A.
point.
Woman. I play their songs and everything.
Hold on. What was that, Kimberly? Janis Joplin did what?
Janis Joplin, she like broke a beer bottle over Jim Morrison's head at some point
Yeah,
at a party.
more than once. She was
More
violent
than
towards him
once?
twice. And Janis Joplin was not a violent person, dude. And she
More
attacked
than once?
more than once. She attacked him twice. There's 2 stories of her attacking him.
My God.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I thought by the second story you are a violent person.
No, not when you're the
I mean-
not
Once is a loss
no.
of emotion, twice is a plan.
no, not when you're defending yourself both times.
Well, you said that. You made it sound like she attacked him.
Well, be out of self-defense. Yeah, out of self-defense.
You better get to playing a song, or we're just gonna sit here and talk
Well, that's kind of what we do.
and bullshit about Jim Morrison.
He won't let me stop. I keep trying to play the song, and he
It
goes,
was my bad. I was the one who brought up Jim Morrison in the first place.
That's true, Kimberly. You kind of opened that door.
"Don't you love her as she's?" Is that even Jim Morrison?
That's a great song. I'm sorry. I love his songs.
Oh,
I
do
do.
you love her madly?
I love his songs, but all
Did you
all
say-
the personal stuff I've ever heard about him, I don't like it.
Did you say open up that door about Jim Morrison?
Oh, that was kind of a
door?
pun.
Yeah.
Oops. I totally did that on
Gosh.
accident.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
I thought it was.
Oh,
No, I didn't. I need to take credit for that. Never mind.
Yeah, that was totally intentional. That was. He wrote that. He worked on that joke. This is all set up.
the only number one song,
It's a script.
the only number one hit they had, he didn't write.
Dude, I never would have like pictured you as being such a fucking Morrison hater.
Light My Fire was written by the guitarist. Yeah,
Skip,
by
how
the-
do you feel
Yeah,
about
man.
Morrison in the Doors? Skip, Eddie, let's weigh in here. I know there's a delay, and we got to play a song here. We got to smoke, go to commercial. We don't really have commercials. We have songs. But
Skip says old Jimmy was a girl grabber.
oh, Jimmy was a girl grabber.
I don't think I've ever heard that analogy before.
I like the way Skip talks.
Yeah, he's funny.
We got to promo it every time I hear it.
Skip's a funny motherfucker.
All right, how about a little Sturgill Simpson, and we'll be right back with you. This is the
Yay.
Midwest Connection on BICRadio.com, and this is a unsolicited Nick pick.
Yay.
We have songs called Unsolicited. Now the mics are dead here, but not there. They're never dead there. I've made mistakes and talked about stuff that I thought I
Oh,
was
man.
off the air, and then I'm like, people are chatting. I'm like, oh man. Maybe I should talk about my hemorrhoids on the show. No, I'm just kidding. People are like, Preparation H, try that shit.
Isn't that what makes it fun?
I tell you what's funny is
Don't
when
seem to me.
your headphones are off, so you can't really hear anything.
Walking around just living the dream. Any time I take a notion, till the earth is bubbling up so bittersweet. Ain't no point getting out of bed when you ain't living the dream. It's like making a big old pot of coffee when you ain't got no cream.
Yeah.
I don't need to change my strings 'cause the dirt don't hurt the way I sing. No, I don't have to do a goddamn thing or sit around and wait to die.
are on the website?
Only if Brock tells us.
Oh, gotcha.
Yes. And here's
So-
the other deal. You can't go off the Facebook numbers either
I've
because
been waiting on my angel
but
waitress.
we'll have 400 views and we'll have 6 people commenting while that still says 1 viewer. So
Yeah,
I
that
can't figure it all
doesn't
out.
exactly work.
Well, I think a lot
So-
because a lot of people are set on just their friends can see. Instead of the public can see.
Well,
Yeah,
I only got to. You do me a favor. Are you gonna?
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Pull the
When that
mud
song's
in
over,
my
play that AC/DC
spoon.
song.
Couldn't
Is
be
it
much
on here?
boredom.
Yeah, it's already on the deck. You just gotta hit the play on the deck.
Hoping that the circles on the paper don't call back, telling me to start today.
So why did he change his name to Johnny Blue Skies for
Who?
his new album?
Who did? Sturgill?
Yeah.
Oh, I
think
didn't know
so.
that. No, he's got a new album out?
I think it's Johnny Blue Skies.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that. Just recently?
July 2024.
Oh,
Johnny Blue
okay.
Skies.
Yeah, I don't know. That wasn't a country album either. That was like a really rocking album.
Yeah.
And there's animation to it and everything. So maybe that was just that was probably just like a one-off thing, I think. I didn't know he changed his name for it.
I mean, it was under a different name at least. I don't know if he changed his name
Yeah,
legally.
it was
or
probably
just a different artist name.
It was just an alter ego thing, all the way around. Alter ego music and everything, I think, is probably what it was. Yeah, I think it was just something he always wanted to do. Well, and plus, because I think it was his last album because he made 5 albums, and each of them, I think it's 5 albums. Every one of his albums had something to do with. There's like 5 realms of Buddhism, or 7 realms of Buddhism. Yeah, and one or the other, and each one of them represented one of them, and I think, and he always planned on, and once he was through all those realms, that was going to be it. And I think that last album was his last one, and the name change might have had something to do with that.
That's wild. Is he Buddhist?
No, he's just like a mushroom taker and shit. And I don't think he's Buddhist. He might be, but he's just enlightened, you know.
Yeah, man.
His songs, if you listen to him, he's a great philosopher. He really is. I love Sturgill Simpson. Like that song that just played. There's so much heavy philosophy in that song. He's just a storyteller and a philosopher, man. He's quite the dude. You got to really listen to him.
I got this shirt from an ex-boyfriend that says, "Who the F is Sturgill Simpson?"
Oh, that's
I don't know
cool.
where I put it, but I got that t-shirt somewhere.
That's cool. I'd love to have a t-shirt
Yeah.
like that. I'm gonna look for that
The
t-shirt
dude
now.
has some... Sorry.
I'm gonna look for that t-shirt now.
I
went
think
and-
he also made one that said, "Who the F is Johnny Blue Skies?" for the new name too.
I had hernia surgery on a Monday, right, a few years ago, and on Thursday morning, about 5 a.m, my cousin in Colorado, who knows I love Sturgill, calls me and he says, "Nick, a buddy of mine has tickets to Sturgill that he's getting rid of, and he asked me if I want them. I need to know right now. Do you want them?" And
Oh
it's
my
like 5
gosh.
a.m, right?
Yeah.
And I said, "Yes, I fucking want them," right? So,
yeah.
and I had just had surgery. I was in no shape, you know, but and Amber heard the conversation, so she's already on her phone using her points, right? Her credit card points to get me a plane ticket to Colorado. So we had to pay $11 tax for the plane ticket. We just had to pay the sales tax for the plane ticket. So we paid $11 for the plane ticket. And I stayed at my aunt's house, so I didn't have to pay for a room. My cousin was given the ticket, so I didn't have to pay the ticket. And at Red Rocks, you have to walk uphill pretty far, and it almost killed me because I still had the stitches and stuff from my surgery, and I had to stop like every 50 feet going uphill. But I finally made it, and then we saw Sturgill, had a great time, and so anyways, I saw I flew to Colorado and saw Sturgill on a whim at Red Rocks for $11.
That's wild.
That's pretty cool, huh?
That's freaking cool, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a great show, too. There was no props, no nothing. There was a big old carpet in the middle of the stage, and there was Sturgill, a keyboardist, a bass player, and a drummer, and I think, there was a guitarist, another guitarist. And that was it. In the middle of the stage. They looked little in the middle of the stage. And they fucking rocked for almost 3 hours. I mean, they fucking killed it.
Man.
And in the middle of the show, they fucking killed it for about an hour, and then they all went off the stage except Sturgill, and then he stood there for an hour straight, just him and an acoustic guitar, and just fucking killed it. And then
God.
and then they all came back on the stage, and almost for another full hour, the whole band again. And I mean, it was phenomenal.
Welcome back to the Midwest Connection. Nick was just telling us how he saw
Sturgill Simpson.
Sturgill Simpson at Red Rocks for $11.
$11. I flew there for $11.
That's the shit.
Saw the show and everything. Sturgill was one hell of a show.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I'd like to see. I never seen him. Never.
He's one of my favorite artists ever. He really is.
He's
and I'm not even a country guy. I can't stand country. Most country. I'm a rock and roller.
Through and through.
Through and through. But I
through.
love me some Sturgill Simpson.
To me, he's more like outlaw country than like regular country.
Yeah, I think he's one of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. I do. There's nobody like Sturgill Simpson.
I'm sorry, Kimberly. Don't take this wrong, but it's just funny hearing some of her age label somebody outlaw country.
Dude, I know outlaw
Is that-
country, like Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, like
Oh, yeah.
old school,
Yeah.
classic, good, golden country.
Yeah.
You're wise beyond your years, Kimberly.
Kimberly's got
I know.
great taste for music for her.
She really
age,
does.
dude.
She really does. Yeah.
She
Like,
surprises me some of the stuff she likes.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Highwaymen last week. Like that super
Oh,
groove
yeah.
band.
Yep.
Is there any new outlaw country?
I mean, there's
There's
guys.
Sturgill.
Not.
Red Dirt.
There's
There's
Sturgill.
Red Dirt. I would call those guys outlaws.
Okay.
Okay. Well. Okay. Here's the
From,
deal.
from what I understand, Red Dirt to be like Dead South. Have you heard of that band?
Mm-mm.
Oh my God, those guys are fucking bad, dude. It's the bass player is playing a cello, but he plays it like a fucking guitar, and the singer's playing an acoustic guitar, and then they got a banjo player, and I think they got a guy playing drums. Or no, they don't have a guy playing drums. He's playing a mandolin.
Dead
And
South.
A
Dead
mandolin
South,
player.
and they got some dark shit that they're playing. You know, they got a song about a guy who's always getting in bar fights, and he ends up getting killed, and just all kinds of cool shit, man. And then,
I'll have to look them up.
or have you ever heard of
But-
Coulter Wall?
But hold on. To me, outlaw music is not just about what they sing about, but it's got to have
It's a lifestyle.
it's got to have a few elements. It's
Yeah.
got to have a fucking steel. If it don't have steel, it's not really outlaw.
Mhm.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I mean,
To me, it's attitude. To me, it's dirty jeans, man, and fucking motorcycles and fucking guns and shit, dude. My dad was an outlaw country guy. My dad was an actual gangster. My dad was a fucking criminal, dude. His dad went to jail for fucking bank robbery and shit, dude. And him and his brothers and shit would beat the fuck out of you and shit, you know. And they were all country musicians, dude. Good ones. My uncle Billy was a bass player for Waylon Jennings in the '60s, dude. Fucking, and they were true outlaw, and they were outlaws. They would beat the fuck out of you, dude. And they would steal from you and shit, you know. And to me, that's what outlaw country is, you know. They were outlaws and they were country,
Right,
you
hence
know.
the name.
And yeah, you know. And so,
I always took it as more of. Yes, some of them were outlaws, but I always took the outlaw country title as more of a rebellion against Nashville. They were the outlaws because they were the outliers.
Yeah. Like
You
the
know.
guys Nashville
yeah, that makes sense.
didn't want.
That's probably what it really is.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. My world was a little distorted. Yeah,
like I don't
yeah.
think Waylon Jennings and fucking Johnny Cash were rolling through popping motherfuckers and
Oh,
stealing their wallets. But
No, I don't know about that. Johnny Cash was an outlaw, dude. Johnny Cash will fight
think
you, dude.
I think
no,
he
Johnny
did some
Cash would
stuff.
fight your fucking ass, dude.
But dude, in 1970s, who wouldn't fight your fucking ass?
Yeah, but
Different world.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you know.
I think there was a lot Johnny Cash did that we don't know.
Yeah, Johnny Cash was an outlaw.
Listen, I know everything Johnny Cash did. I saw the movie.
And Merle Haggard,
well.
Merle Haggard was an actual outlaw and shit, dude.
Yeah, he was in prison.
Him, yeah.
He literally.
The area he was from in Oklahoma, the same area my family's from, and fucking those guys are fucking outlaws, dude. I know the area that Merle Haggard's from, and if he was from that area, those dudes were dangerous, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
You got a good look on your face.
I was trying to think of some lyrics. Well, I turned 21 in prison, serving life without parole.
Yep.
I mean, he was there.
Yeah. Mama tried.
Yeah.
Mama tried. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, back to the non-outlaw side of things.
Right.
Because Chris Schmidt's about as far away from outlaw as you can get.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't.
He,
I got nothing on that.
Yeah, I don't think Chris would ever shoot a firearm at you or steal your wallet.
I don't think Willie was an actual outlaw, but I think Waylon was. I know. Well, okay. See, there's a lot of legends in my family because there's a lot of musicians in my family, and there's a lot of legends that I don't know if I should believe them or not about who people in my family played with and stuff. But like my uncle Billy, one of the legends was that he was Waylon's bass player in Phoenix, right in the '60s, and I'm 90% sure that's true. You know, and
does that mean you're 10% sure it's a lie?
Well, just because it's my family.
Yeah,
Just because of where it's coming from, my question.
Because of the source.
Yeah, because of the source. Yeah, and if Waylon was mixed up with those people, then I question Waylon. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Ernie's deep in thought again.
Yeah, I get that way. Yeah.
But that's the only that would be the only reason I would ever question anything about Waylon. Is if he knew them, then why did he know them? Is what I'm thinking. You know, because I know them.
Right.
You know.
Why'd you know them?
I'm family.
Oh.
I'm their.
It's blood.
I'm their son. You know.
23andMe says don't fuck with Nick.
Oh man.
Oh shit. Okay, we're off the rails. I'm lost here. All I can think about is fucking.
You were talking about me sitting here on this here couch and how I'm about as far away from an outlaw as you can get.
And you say
Like I dress in
you
black,
say it with
but-
pride, like you.
Like I dress in black, but that's as far as it goes.
I mean, we don't want to tell them what you do for a living, right? Is that all?
No, that's probably a good idea.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you.
It's one of them secret things that only you know about.
Yeah. We'd tell you, but we'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
And we would hire Nick's family to do it.
Yep.
No, I don't, I don't know any of them anymore. They're all dead and shit now.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. That's what the outlaw life leads to.
That line has been broken.
Meh.
So, Chris, the name of this project is just like it.
Do you want me to say it?
Go ahead. Yeah,
I know you struggle.
I do. I do.
So for anybody, I know this is totally maybe the wrong crowd, but for all the Star Wars or Star Trek nerds out there, it's called "For the World Is Hollow," and I have touched the sky.
Hold on now. I'm not a nerd. Well, I am, but not that kind. So
Right.
Why did you say that? Why does that relate?
So it's actually the title of a Star Trek episode, and it's the original Star Trek, like the '60s Star Trek.
Like with the Furbies?
The Furbies.
What the fuck were they called?
Yes, the Tribbles.
The Tribbles. Yes. I remember I was a little kid, dude. I love that fucking episode.
Yeah.
So
Anyway,
it's actually the title of one of the episodes.
are you gonna write a song about Tribbles? I'm sorry.
No, I might. That's actually not a bad idea.
That would be the shit.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'll have to sit and think about a song title. That's a good idea. Furry, Furby, Tribble. Something. I don't know.
I mean,
I ain't got it. But it's a Star Trek episode, and specifically it's a Captain Kirk quote. And the kind of embodiment of the quote is an understanding that the world that you currently exist in or that you currently see is hollow. And once you finally realize that, you touch the sky. You become free when you realize that your existence, or if you have an existence that you're stuck in, when you realize that existence is hollow, you can get beyond it. Super deep, you know. I
That's
know.
pretty neat.
I mean, it's kind of late for that sort of deep talk.
No. I mean, it's very interesting that you can get that deep from a. What's his name again? Kirk.
From Captain Kirk.
From Captain Kirk. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was the guy that wrote his lines,
but it totally
you know.
makes sense, and I get it. I get it.
Say the quote again.
It's for the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky.
I think Chris ad-libbed the deep part though. Like he put how he takes it as meaning. I think that's the deep part.
Yes, if you to a certain extent, because if you watch the episode, it is very much about a person coming to realize their existence is hollow, and once they realize that, they're free to get past their issues and their problems.
Which episode is that?
That's the title of the episode too.
But did he say it like Captain Kirk?
Did I say it like Captain Kirk?
For the world is hollow, and I have touched the sky. No.
You need a few more pauses, I think,
Well,
or longer pauses.
It's only a 2-hour show. We've done.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But the whole concept of what I've been doing with this project is I was in a very dark place for a long time, and the songs that I wrote kind of brought me out of it. So that when I saw that name, and I realized the meaning of it, it just kind of that was it. It was like the 2 years that I've been working on this project.
It just clicked.
That's exactly what those 2 years were, and it was realizing where I was, and that wasn't a good place, and I needed to get out of that place and be something better.
So we're about to listen to A Different Shade of Self. What do you want to tell us about that song before we listen to it?
So this is the one that features the piano player that we briefly talked about. She is from Australia. She's an amazing, amazing musician. She goes by the stage name Mystique. She's on every streaming platform you can ever imagine. And just kind of a quick thing, like I had been following her for years and years and years. And it came about that she ended up being on this song with me. And it was absolutely a dream come true to get to work with her. And I wrote the song. She came in and put her parts over it and just made it, I mean, a million times above what I could have ever expected.
And that was all internet collaboration.
Yep.
From
It was all just over the internet. And it was great because it was like, you know, I'm messaging her at night and she's, you know, she doesn't read it till 3 days later or whatever, you know, time difference.
Yeah.
And it was great. I'm hoping to do another song with her, and I hope everybody likes it.
I do remember when you got done with this, you sent it to me, and me and you had a misunderstanding.
Yeah,
I totally thought that the Australian artist collaborating with him was a vocalist. And I literally got like 3 minutes into this, and like, this is the longest intro I've ever heard in my life. Like,
where's the vocals?
when's she gonna sing? I want to hear the Australian.
That is kind of the caveat. It is an instrumental.
Yes, but she is an amazing artist, and she's on this. And without further ado, this is Different Shades of Self off of For the World is Hollow, and I Have Touched the Sky. Chris writes songs long enough I can smoke 2 cigars.
I do.
Nick, I forgot a drink, and I'm going to ask you this, but I know the answer's no. You ain't got shit diet, do you?
What?
You ain't got no diet stuff, do you?
No. I got the water. I got tea up there.
Well, water's cool. Is there water somewhere?
Well, there's carbonated water up in the fridge upstairs, and there's tea up there.
I bet.
You'll be all right. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
There's bottled water in the front seat of my car.
That can I have one of those?
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Passenger side.
Good old bottle of water.
Do you guys know what you need to promote on the show this week?
I need to do what?
You guys need to promote on the show tonight.
What's that?
There's this Stone Eagle show this weekend.
Oh yeah. There's a
You
bunch
guys
of shows this
Oh yeah,
weekend.
we have a show this weekend.
We should
You
promote
guys
all
should-
the shows. There's a bunch of shows this weekend.
Yeah, man. You guys should definitely shout that out for this weekend.
I forgot we were playing. Oops. Thanks for reminding me, Kimberly.
I'm working press at Blind Melon, or I would totally have been there.
That'll be awesome.
Yeah, man, I'm bummed though, because I missed Mike Riley's show like the other month.
Yeah.
Well, there's a third show that night too, isn't there?
Wait, isn't it like ATM having a show that night too?
No, that's tomorrow night. I'm gonna go to that.
There's something out at Aztec, I think.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
right. Laura Roach's band.
And Full Stack Fury.
Yeah,
is
and Full
playing
Stack
too.
Fury is playing at the Aztec, and
Yeah.
Blind Melon
Eight-
is at Voodoo,
80s
and
Babies is playing.
and
too.
there's that kick-ass metal show in Leavenworth. All happening on the 10th.
Yep.
Is that Friday or Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah.
And Primer has a show tomorrow night on
And-
the 10th too.
My mother-in-law's here. I can't go to any of them. So fuck all you
dude.
guys. I gotta miss them all.
Damn.
I would have gone to the metal show in Leavenworth.
I'll be there.
That's one I would have gone to.
Dude, I am so bummed I can't make that show.
Actually, I might have gone to the one in Shawnee because I kind of want to see Laura Roach's cover band.
Yeah, and Full Stack Fury is a damn good show too.
Well, yeah, and I've seen them a bunch of times, but
Yeah.
but I want to see Laura Roach's cover band kind of.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing it
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's 80s tunes too.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Laura is such a powerhouse. Like, she has a great voice.
Yeah, she's been doing it a long time too. She's a good showman too. You know, that's something you learn in time.
Dude, the system updated. It gives me like an EQ to mess with stuff. I'll show you later. It's got like vocal and kick and high. That's all new.
That's cool.
Are the Hard Margarets playing on the Metal Bill on Saturday?
Yes.
They're playing with you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, they're playing with you. God, that's
Wait,
a hell of a
for
show.
real?
Yeah, it's a lineup, dude.
It's you guys, Burn the Gates, Copper Still, right?
Dude.
Yeah.
Hard Margarets.
Hard Margets. Beyond the
Is
Grave.
Beneath
No.
the Skin on that bill?
Yeah, Beneath the Skin.
Beneath the
Are you
Skin.
serious?
There's a band we haven't played with yet. I've never. I felt bad because I said I made a post. I was like, I'm so excited we get to play the Hard Margarets, but then I saw there's a whole other band on it that I'd never even heard of. So I'm excited to play with them too.
It's almost over.
Dude, are you serious? I'm missing that show this weekend.
Yep.
That was A Different Shade of Self featuring Mystique off of the album For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. We have Chris Schmidt with us here. You played how many instruments on that track?
Well, I mean, it's guitar, bass, drums, but there's, 12 guitar tracks. Like there's a lot.
There's
2 bass tracks.
How long does it take to do something like that?
Just my part, like not counting all the Mystique stuff, like just doing my stuff. It took me probably. I mean, you got to think like with work and all that junk. Like it took me a good 2 months to get everything written and
Damn.
laid down and all that. And that doesn't count like mixing all the stuff when I got her stuff back and all that. But
But
that
it's not like he's in 3 other bands. He's got all the time in the
Right.
world.
right. And I mean the stupid things we got called jobs, like
Isn't that
You know.
bullshit? You got to fucking
Yeah.
work.
It's bullshit.
I mean,
God damn.
If I just sat around and played all day, I would have had that done in 3 days.
I don't want to work. I just want to bang on my drum all day. That'd be so cool.
Yep.
I'm not a drummer, but I mean, if I didn't work, I might take it up.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor, Ernie. It's a metaphor. You should understand that, being a songwriter and everything.
My lyrics are literal. I'm kidding.
Shit, your lyrics don't mean shit, dude.
They do,
Ouch.
man.
No, they don't. You like to make it all fucking so everybody can add their own meaning.
I do
You
prefer.
can read your own meaning into it.
I have said that. I do prefer to write it cryptic enough to where people can put their own emotion to this lyrics.
Okay. I didn't mean it all mean like your lyrics don't mean shit. That's not what I meant.
I mean,
I meant you're all artsy fartsy and you just like to keep it all in la la land so that everybody has to make it up for themselves.
dude, I guarantee you that's the first time I've ever been called artsy fartsy. That went way wrong. Okay, so 12 guitar tracks alone?
Yeah. There's 4 tracks at the beginning. Every time the song, every time it changes and it starts to build, it adds. Like when the distorted guitar comes in, there's 4 guitar tracks on each side. So it's 4 different tones blended together.
And for the layman, for each side, you mean left and right.
Left and right, yeah.
Yep.
And so what I'm going to say is anybody who, and I haven't done this yet, but now hearing more about it, you probably need to listen to this on a fairly decent sound system. You don't want to Bluetooth into something with one speaker after you've done all this balance work and sides.
It sounds a little weird, like if you listen to it on a little, you balance it all out so it still sounds all right, but, it sounds different when you Bluetooth it to a mono little JBL speaker type thing.
And that's what everybody does. They listen to music. I hate it.
It's so it's weird doing the production side because that's my whole point with this stuff too is I wanted to do everything myself. Like I'm an awful singer, so the songs that I have that are gonna have vocals, like you and I talked about doing a song, I'm gonna have my buddies come and sing on it, because I can't sing. But all the other stuff I want to do it myself, and the production side, everybody listens to stuff on their phones.
Yeah.
So you almost have to mix. Like you want it to sound great and you want it to sound good on a big system and everything, but you also have to mix everything so it sounds good on a phone. Because that's what so many people listen on.
That's a trick anymore.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird.
No, that's a weird. With all the streaming I do and stuff, that at first it was so like bass. It's so hard to get the bass to come through and anybody to hear on the fucking phone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know? Like it'd be good on both.
Yeah,
like
on both.
A phone
And
exactly.
That's like when we were in the studio, we actually asked Justin that. We were like, "So what do you think?" And he's like, "Well, of course, as an audiophile and as musicians, we want to sound the biggest, the fullest, the best." But he said 99% of people are going to hear it. It's going to be through a cell phone. So
it's going to sound like garbage.
Yeah,
because it's
so big and overpowered. Yeah. So
well, you know what I learned? Add a little bit of distortion to the bass.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, just a touch. A distortion to the bass goes a long way on that phone, dude.
There's actually in mastering. There's one. It's not called distortion.
Oh yeah. No,
but
there's also a plug-in for that shit.
Yeah.
I got real familiar with plugins.
Doing
all this stuff.
Yep.
Oh
so,
my god.
Did this project lead you into the recording and the producing, or did the recording and the producing lead you into this project?
So it's the first thing you said, because it's too late and I don't remember exactly what you said. Basically, it really started as kind of like a brainchild about 10 years ago, and I had always had this dream of, I've been in bands. You and I were in a band years and years ago. I've been in bands for a long, long time. But I always had a dream of having a project that was it was all me. Like that sounds arrogant, but I don't mean it that way. But like I write everything, I record everything. Like it's just me, and it's me.
That's cool,
out
kind of like
on
a painting
record.
or building a model or something.
Yeah. It's just me out there, and for 10 years, like I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't. Blah 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 blah. Finally, 2 years ago, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop money. I'm gonna buy the programs. I'm gonna buy the equipment. And because I had always heard, I talked to friends that did like home recording, and I always had this thing in my head that it was going to cost like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and I just couldn't afford it. And I started talking to some of my friends that were dabbling in it, and they're like, "Dude, you can't, like, it don't cost you thousands of dollars.
No.
Like here,
No, it's nothing to get started.
no, like you can spend that much. Like
You can.
now,
you can spend millions.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
like now I've put a lot of money into plugins. Like I've spent money, but it was kind of going back to your original thing. Like the idea moved me into the recording because I had the idea of writing all the tunes myself and recording it and having kind of like a painting. Like it's just me out there, and that led into, well, I want to record it, and I want to learn how to mix, and I want to learn how to master, and I want to learn how to do all this stuff myself, and just get it out there. And it, there it is. There's one of the songs.
I've done
crazy.
a lot of recording by myself, and I want to see what you think. But the toughest thing for me was always getting everything in sync in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? I lay down this track, and now it's time to put down this track, and getting it all to work in the my scratch. I always call it scratch tracks. Where
I mean, did you record everything to a metronome?
well, yeah, but still, like if you have let's say a break in the song where everything stops and then it starts again, it's just always, for me, it was always hard to get everything coordinated at first in my first tracks where there's nothing on a blank canvas. And then once I have a few things, then I can start adding stuff, and it's not so hard. But those first few tracks were, for me, it was always really hard to get everything in sync. And I was just wondering if that's, like, for me, that was always the hardest part of everything. I was wondering.
I think I know what you're saying, and for me, I think it was that part of it was hard because I also the drums that are on there are electronic, but it is me playing an electronic drum kit. It's not me playing a keyboard, so it's actually me playing the drums. If I try to do the drum track first, I can't get it to sync up to the time. If I try to do the bass part, I can't get it to sync. If I do the guitar part just to a click track, it's fine. But if I try to do it any other way,
Right.
I can't get it.
Right.
My brain just won't.
I can't do the drums first at all. I can't even get.
I'm not a drummer.
Yeah,
like
me neither.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
if I was a drummer, I could, but
I
can
sound
just-
so backwards to me.
I know. Well, it is.
What do you
It
mean?
sounds backwards to me too.
oh, you should be doing the drums first.
Yeah,
at
like-
100%. And
Yeah.
So
if
how do
we
you
were
cut-
drummers, we
yeah,
could.
yeah.
But
Do
That-
you start with like guitar first and then kind of just like work your way back down?
That's how I do it. Yeah, Kimberly. I normally have because being the guitar player, like it starts as a guitar riff, and 90% of the time, like I would say one song that I have started with a drum idea, but everything else starts with a guitar idea, and it's
That's
I'll
wild.
I'll set a click track, I'll set a metronome, and I'll play that guitar part, and then I'll go back and do a drum part, and then I'll write a drum part and record it, and then I'll go back and write a bass part, and so yeah, I almost kind of do it backwards. If I was a singer, like the only more backwards I could do would be recording vocals first.
And
Oh,
most
dude,
people
that'd be
start with,
fun
like,
to
drums
try.
or bass and then work their way up from like the lowest level to the highest levels.
Mm-hmm. It's so much easier. I don't know if easier is the right word, but like traditional is
Yeah.
drums, bass, and then you build on top of that. Yeah,
Right.
I build the house upside down.
Yeah, I do
And
too.
much more like orthodox in some ways.
Mm-hmm. What you got, Ernie?
what?
What?
I was listening to Kimberly.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'll have a whole song that ends up being just scratch tracks, where I call them scratch tracks, where they're not even in the finished product. I end up removing everything and replacing it all.
Yep.
Because the first part was just crap because it was the first part, you know.
Hey,
Yep.
Chris,
And
some weirdo in the chat said he'll come play drums for you.
oh, don't listen to him.
Oh, not that guy.
Yeah, not him.
Oh man,
Does he even have drums?
You'll come.
that dude ain't got no drums.
I bet that dude ain't got no drums. He plays that house kit. No, that's our homie Brett Taylor's got a badass kit.
Oh, Skip says that's one of the things they always check on their on their mix is how's it sound on the phone.
Yeah.
Yep, you got to. That's something you have to check anymore. You have to.
Yeah.
That's part of the game. now.
Skip, does Kevin do all your guys' mixing? I mean, I know you guys do most of your shit in house. Like,
Yeah, I think Kevin does it all, doesn't he? He does the mastering too, doesn't he?
we were talking about him about recording some Stone Eagle stuff, and it hadn't happened yet. But eventually, it's going to have to happen.
I mean, the phone is really like it used to be. I remember, God, years ago, we went into Chapman and did a song. And, they burned the CD at the end of the night. And then we'd go out and listen to it in 3 different people's cars.
Right.
To make sure it sounded good in the car.
Right.
Like now the phone. Like,
Yeah.
okay, now you got to load it on your phone and listen to it on
Right.
the phone to make sure it's going to
Yeah.
sound good. It's like
Yeah.
the phone replaced the car.
That's what I do with Fatally Live. And
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we run our sound checks, and while they're in here playing, I'll go out in the yard and listen to it on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Because it really is like 90%.
That's-
That's what people are going to hear
Yeah,
it on.
that's what it
And-
is. That's the PA now.
And it
Yep.
upsets me. I'll tell you what else, this little off topic, but I haven't done this yet, but I'm gonna. But a lot of guys I know are saying that we have gotten used to these shrunken down streaming internet files, and if you go take your old CD player out and stick a CD in it, that it's a world of difference. Better.
Oh yeah, I'll bet
Oh, yeah.
it is. Yeah.
That all this music's now so compressed
yeah,
and
yeah.
cause
But yeah, I'm sure.
what is it to go on Spotify? It's got to be like 16-bit at 44 hertz,
Yeah.
and so it's you know.
No, I bet it is.
Yeah, but yeah, so eventually that's going to be like the hip thing.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
everything, like especially, I'm a pretty hardcore metal guy at my core, and like all the metal stuff, like it's so compressed. Like it.
You're not prog.
No, I'm not proud.
I'm
But
sorry.
it all sounds so fake almost anymore. And like even with the the stuff that I'm doing, like it is it's all digital. Like I don't record my amp because I have a plug-in for that.
Right,
that
right.
kind of stuff.
Right.
But I try to screw it up. Like if
Right.
I make a mistake, I keep it in there because I feel like it makes it more
Right,
real.
right.
But everything has become so compressed and like has to be so small and
Yeah.
stuff. Like a lot of stuff just doesn't sound real anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's like, God, is there even a dude playing that? You know
Well,
what I mean?
And with AI coming soon,
I
you really
mean-
got to ask that.
Well, a lot of the drummers, like especially the death metal guys, some of them it's just programmed drums. It's like that
Yeah.
ain't even a real drummer.
know,
It's like,
I
God
know.
damn it.
We
I know.
we
I mean, I'm not talking trash on any of that, like if that's your
Right,
thing, but
right.
it's like,
We-
man,
yeah.
a lot of it's, God, it's almost not real anymore. It doesn't sound
Yeah,
real
yeah.
anymore.
we played a show with a band like that, and I was I was like, oh,
It's
yeah.
just like how things are done
Yeah,
now,
yeah.
which is just so different.
I know. I've done so many shows in the last few years where there's half the band's backing tracks and stuff. You
Yeah.
know,
Mhm.
it's really or there's a lot of bands now where
there's
it's
definitely a laptop in the band.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
But even like local bands are doing that now.
Yes, yes.
Come on.
And
man.
or it's one guy in a bunch of backing tracks. One
Yeah.
guy in a computer. You
Yeah.
know.
Well, now I have songs out there that are me and just a backing track because I didn't have anybody else, so I'm not
Right.
down in that.
Oh no.
But-
I mean.
Well, and I think what Nick's saying too, though, is there's kind of a difference. Like my stuff, that'll never be played live because I'd need
You only have 2
9
hands.
musicians, and
Yeah.
I only have 2 hands.
Yeah.
It would have to be me and 12 backing
Right,
tracks.
right.
Like I wouldn't want to do that. Like it's one thing to have your own stuff
Right.
recorded.
Well,
And,
there's a lot of
you know,
guys doing that though.
Yeah.
There's Sonny B. You know him. You guys may have done a show with him. I think you have done a show with him.
Was Sonny B?
Sonny B. He's by himself. Didn't you guys? Anyways, he's in his 20s. And he's not from this area, but he plays in this area sometimes. And he's just it's like heavy thrash type stuff,
Mhm.
but it's just him. And he's singing and playing guitar, and he's got some on a computer or something. He's got backing tracks for the drums and bass and all that. And he's real active. He's all over the place and like flopping around on his back and stuff and playing. And he's real active and he's real good on the guitar. He's been playing since he was a little kid.
There's a guy up in St. Joe that does that.
Yes,
does
that's him. I'll bet you that's him.
He's Daniel Berganzoni. He goes by the name Berg.
Oh no, that's not him.
I don't think he's done any shows.
That's not him.
Recently,
No.
it's been a couple of years since I've seen him do a show, but he does that. It's him, and then I think I might be making this up, but I think he's got like a jam man or something, or a looper pedal that he has the tracks on. It's not a laptop, I don't think. But I think it's a looper pedal or something.
I don't know
and
how
he does
Sonny,
that.
I don't know how
And-
Sonny does it.
I mean, it's crazy that they can do that. It like there's no way I could do it. Like
Yeah.
no
yeah.
way.
But,
We
This
did
is
kind of
prob-
got we did kind
Yeah,
of go
we're-
woo.
well, it's on this recording stuff. And
Yeah.
And these kids, they use all the loopers and all that really well, like an instrument, you know.
It's wild.
It's really
It is
wild how they
wild.
do it. I've tried to use loopers, you know.
Can we agree though that AI has no fucking place in music?
Yeah,
I'd agree with
hate
that.
I don't care
yeah.
if it's writing music, riffs,
Yeah, no, I hate
lyrics.
Yeah,
Uh,
I hate.
I
all
know
that
there's some
shit.
local acts that use AI for lyrics.
Yeah, I don't.
I
like that
can't
shit.
like even the artwork and stuff.
Yeah,
just,
I agree.
can't.
Yeah, it's
It's weird.
There's a really one of my favorite authors is a guy by the name of Jay Kristoff, and this huge big thing just came out about a month or so ago. I don't remember who it was. I want to say it was Meta, Facebook.
yeah.
They
devil.
took like 100,000 authors or something, and they took all their books and they dumped it into the program to build the AI language or whatever the hell it's called. I sound like a really old guy right now because I have no idea what any of this
No,
stuff's called.
you're doing great.
But
So-
they used, and it came out because all these authors they didn't get their permission to use their books, but they dumped all of their bibliographies into the program to build its knowledge base, and there was this huge blow up. Like I don't know if he was the one that discovered it, but him posting it, that's how I heard about it. And it was this big deal. Like they're using, they're not only are you taking it away, taking the artisticness away from the writer and the artists, but like that kind of thing, like the artists, like the authors, we didn't give you permission to use our books, like that kind of stuff, like it's taken so much away.
It's borrowing your soul.
Yeah, I wouldn't say borrowing.
Well, it can't. I'm just trying to say. Hopefully, it can't take it.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
literally drawing off your soul, your emotion, your expression as an artist to reproduce a fake, heartless piece of shit.
Yeah.
I think integration with computers is the next evolutionary step. I think it's inevitable.
You just want a
This
Rolo
is
dick.
probably gonna blow you guys' mind.
I think it's inevitable. I think it's already here. We are already integrated.
Dude,
with,
it already is already here.
Yeah.
We'll get back to. We're
Yeah.
gonna get back to this. Hold on, Chris. But I watched. I don't remember what show it was, but there was a lady who her robot hand prosthetic is fucking Bluetooth.
dude.
They set it down on the table, and she held up a nub that it attaches to, and had the hand moving on the table, wireless.
We are
Dude, Google it. It's real. It's
Oh my god.
we are already Borg. Only our
Speaking of Star Trek,
it's not in us yet. It's in our pockets and stuff.
yeah.
Literally.
Well, yeah. We definitely
Were
have
you-
supplemented our intelligence with
Yeah.
our little stupid
but
box.
it's coming though.
I'm
It's
gonna
coming.
say one more thing about the off-topic thing, and then we'll go back to the real topic. But you remember we were I don't remember what we were talking about. And by the way, for the radio people, I'm pointing at Ernie.
Chris points at Ernie.
Yeah, we were talking one day. Actually, it was the weekend of the Super Bowl, and I was having problems with my teeth.
Yeah.
And I was sitting at work. Well, I was sitting at my desk, and I didn't say a word to anybody. Like I was
remember
having
now,
face-
yes,
I
yes.
was having tooth pain, and the whole morning I was like, man, my face hurts, and
Yes.
I've got to go to the dentist. I got to get a dentist appointment. Didn't say a word to anyone, and I pick up my phone, and everything that I scrolled through was dentures, dentist offices. I didn't say a word to anyone.
We literally speculated that his Bluetooth
that my
was
watch.
that his watch was.
You were like, you wear that Apple Watch. It's reading your thoughts.
The algorithm is reading your thoughts through your
Yeah.
something.
I mean,
I swear
it was
my
crazy.
phone reads my thoughts sometimes.
Dude, no, wait. This just got deeper. Maybe that has AI in it, and it was picking up chemical changes in your body that told it your teeth were messed up.
I don't know.
Take that fucking thing off. Take that shit
I
off
mean,
around
it
me.
was weird because I messaged you guys and I was like, okay, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but this is weird.
Yeah,
like
and-
this
yeah.
is weird.
And
'Cause
I've had stuff like that.
I
so
didn't say a
that's-
word. Like it's one thing, you say it, your phone hears it, and
I had
and you
another
get the,
instance
like,
right after
oh
that
my
we
God.
talked about. I can't remember what mine was though. You remember that? It was shortly after I called you. I was like, dude. Anyway, I can't remember, but
It'll come to me when we're not
yeah,
thinking about it.
Yeah, on the way home, always.
Yep.
So many things on the way home from here.
Yep.
But
Back on topic.
what was the topic? No.
Music.
Talking about AI and music.
Oh no, that was the wrong road we went down.
Oh, that was like the side topic, and then there was a side topic. to
That was the
topic.
side chick to the side chick. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
So, how many tracks of mine do you want to play? How about we get back on that road? We can. Go back.
well, we got two more here.
Or how much do you want? How much do you want to talk about it? I'll say that. 'Cause we could
talk
go
about
on
it till the fucking cows come home, bro? That's what we do.
Fucking cows come home.
Fucking,
I don't like that.
I like them little baby cows. Them little fucking, what are they called?
Calves.
No. Yes. No, there's like a new kind of like.
Oh, you showed me that.
Yeah, like it's a fucking
couple
dude. It's a
months
fucking
ago.
cow that fits
Yeah.
in your hand, dude. It's a teacup cow.
Oh, but
Yeah.
they're tasty.
You prick. It'd be a cow
Aren't there,
nugget,
like,
man.
Curly cows too.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
curly and they got little
But they're,
fucking
like,
horns, but they're
curly.
tiny.
Yeah.
So
You could
cute.
have
It's
a
like a
cow.
micro cow or something.
But it's got a name. It's like a
You
fucking.
could deep fry that whole motherfucker all at once.
Dude, would you stop, dude? Fucking.
Is it called veal, or is it called
No,
something else?
that's cruel.
I wanted to ride around in my semi with me, and you guys want to eat it. I want to be a fucking trucking cow. Like, right turn, Clyde. I ain't got a monkey, but my cow will shit on you. No, so
I'm a pragmatist.
yeah. I don't know what that means.
I'm realistic.
You don't have to eat the cow. People in India don't ever eat the cow.
They worship it.
You don't have to do that either. But if you saw one of these little fuckers, you'd were just so cute. Little
I
pink-
remember you
little
showed
pink
us
nose.
video.
It was fucking adorable, wasn't it?
Till it shit on you.
It would be like a fucking little tiny poop.
Aww.
Be a
that
hamster.
cute little
It'd
poop.
be a hamster poop. Thank you for turning in to toenail cow. Is that really what it's called, James?
What?
Oh, hey, what's up, James? Or Joker? That's Joker, not
Oh.
James.
Sometimes he messages you and it pops up on the screen while I'm running the computer. And I never knew who it was. What's up, brother?
That's Joker.
But no, there is. Okay, we'll get off the cows here, but there is a name for them, like Winchester or Holt. I don't know.
Hold on, keep talking.
We're gonna. Okay, yeah. Look. Hey, what's that guy's name on Joe Rogan? Jamie, could you look
Jamie.
up for the baby cow for us?
Yes, Jamie.
We got the guest doing it. That's how. You're not the first guest to look shit up for us either. So we're
Teacup cow.
nobody has a.
Teacup cow is a term for miniature cows, which are breeds of cattle selectively bred to be much smaller than.
Okay,
standard
what's the
cattle.
breed? It's like. Just ask Google. What's the curly, cute baby cows?
Oh, wait a minute. Some popular breeds include the Dexter, I ain't saying that, Vetcher, and the Lowline.
None of those are what I thought they were. So okay, we'll move on past the baby cows. But music cow, fuck yeah, James.
Brushwood,
No, it's
Brushwood mini Highland cow.
Highland.
Yeah.
Highland, yes.
There you
The
go.
Highlands. Yeah, Highland cows. The Highlanders are coming down on their own. They're just baby cows, though. It's cool. Okay, so
Right on.
this next song we're going to play here is extremely short.
Yes. So it's the intro. The album that these tracks are on is called The Divinity Fracture, and it's
Sure
an
it
EP.
is.
It's what?
Sure it is.
It is.
Right.
I don't. There. Nick's giving me creepy vibes over here. Like I don't know what's going on.
And don't feed him after 9. That's all I got to say.
If we pour water on him, does anything happen?
We're not.
Okay.
I saw that movie. We're not going down that fucking road.
But this is the intro
Gremlins,
track.
man.
It's the intro track to the.
This is the intro track. So we're going to start off. We're going to listen to this one.
This song right here.
Well, no, I got to pull it up there before I know what it is. And it is called Escaping a Safe Dinner.
You've been having troubles.
Dude, I literally all day. Like, you don't.
Literally.
English was not your first language.
I don't think language was my first language. I got a voice for a sign languager, a face for radio, and a brain for a truck driver. That's my guy. That's my guy.
Your spell check taught me that I pronounced like half my vocabulary wrong.
Dude, we're not even going to talk about spelling. Do you know how often you guys have to come over during the show and enter a song for me? Because I can't fucking...
You better play that before we get down
Kimberly,
another rabbit hole.
did you know that this is called Da Vinci Fracture? And that Da Vinci does not start with a D-I?
Divinity.
It's DA, right?
It's Da
Like
Vinci.
DA? Yeah, it's like DA.
It's Divinity?
Mm-hmm.
Divinity.
I've been calling it the wrong
I
fucking
made
thing the
one.
whole fucking time,
You did
dude.
that like a month
Some
ago.
Journalism in school.
What was that?
Oh, I said I may be biased on my spelling because I studied communications and journalism in college.
Oh, yeah. Kimberly knows how to spell. Rub
She's
it
the
in.
one out of the four of us that knows how to spell.
Yeah. And she's not even here. What the fuck? Okay, without... So, no, I do want to clarify this before I play it because I've been calling it the wrong fucking name. To everybody. Like, I've been pimping your shit for 2 months, and everybody, I'm like, yeah, check out my buddy's shit. It's called Da Vinci Fracture. So no wonder nobody can find it.
Right. It's the divinity fracture. It kind of goes hand in hand. Think of it this way. So divinity, God, higher power. Sometimes it takes your higher power or your higher consciousness to break for you to put yourself back together. So
I've been there.
Yep. The divinity fracture.
Not smart people call that rock bottom. No, I'm sorry. Without further...
I'm so confused. I thought you said Da Vinci at first.
I did, and I was even trying to... Why didn't you ask me when I was trying to spell Da Vinci earlier? Why didn't you ask me why I was trying to spell Da Vinci?
Because I didn't know what you were talking
I thought
about.
the
I'm
song
just-
was called Da Vinci, but I had the album pulled up on Spotify because I was like Da Vinci. I'm like, what track was that?
I probably
I
told
cannot
Kimberly,
find
yeah,
it
check
on
out my
Spotify.
buddy's stuff. It's called Da Vinci. But anyway, Divinity Fracture, Escape in a Safe Direction. We'll play a couple and be right back with a little more with Chris Schmidt and Ernie Yates and Nick Nothing. Midwest Connection.
Later, dude.
Nikki,
Yeah, I was so confused how Da Vinci came up. I'm like, what?
I thought that the whole fucking time, since like months, since he came out with this, I've been calling it the Da Vinci Fracture.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there some software we were looking at? Da Vinci Resolve?
Yeah.
Is that Da Vinci? Or am I
yes.
saying that one wrong too?
No, I think that is Da Vinci. I got to look it back up, but I can't remember. It's the video software.
I think we're all just confused at this point.
James is just glad that's all that's broken, he says. The fracture.
Oh, that's funny. He's got a lot going on over there. It's almost over.
Like, I was thinking of, like, the Da Vinci Code. I'm like, how is that related to the album? I was, like, so confused.
Let's skip. No.
Was that the whole song?
Yeah, that one was 53 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's just kind of the intro.
We're going to listen to a Copper Still song here. I'm going to go out and smoke. We'll come back and talk a little more and play the last one. And
I'm
yeah,
going to go home and go to bed.
all the guests are like, we're out of here at fucking 10. Fucking, me and Nick,
Yeah.
let's just shut it down at 10:15 tonight.
I didn't realize it was like almost an hour out here from my place.
Every fucking week. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, and it takes you a while to get to practice too, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm 45 minutes from practice.
Ooh.
An hour to here. Takes me 35 minutes to go get a fucking soda from where I live. Now, if you need some fucking corn, I got 30,000 acres of it, all right? It's not mine, but it's close. There's plenty of it. Field corn, sweet corn, Indian corn, yellow corn, green corn. We got your corn, baby.
It sounds like that one monologue
That was corny.
from Forrest Gump about the shrimp.
No one left here but an open grave. There was a ring wrapped around your throat, and your headstone's made of clay.
Dude, I need to add this to my list for London Penny features.
Such a badass fucking tune.
I have like 4 articles I wanted to have posted last week, but I'm waiting for like band quotes, and then the end of the school year is like totally kicking my ass too.
Right on. Nothing left here but an open grave. Rosary wrapped around your throat, and your headstone's made of clay.
Is this their first music video, or do they have
No,
other music videos?
they've made a bunch of them.
Damn,
John makes all their videos.
that's crazy.
He's real good at it. I love this break. That video of me playing this song, it got like 23,000 views.
It got.
And I'd never played it before. Yeah, I ran through it like twice before I went live, right? And so I didn't really know how to play it. And there was people commenting, he doesn't even know how to play. He sucks and all this shit.
Dude, we saw you smack down the one dude
yeah.
pretty fucking good there.
Oh, I smacked down all kinds of dudes, man.
He's like, I bet you've never even touched a woman you didn't pay for.
I love trolling the trolls, dude.
There were some crazy comments in one of those groups. I don't know what group it was. I was like, damn.
Well,
like,
people say the meanest shit, dude.
literally.
They do.
Because a hate
I
is
was
going to
like,
hate,
who
hate,
pissed in
hate,
your
hate, hate.
cereal? Like, what is going on?
And we are back live on the air there. Sorry there for the Taylor Swift and the...
We're just talking
That's
about
all right, you're among
haters
friends.
We were talking about haters and
in the comments on social media.
trolls online. You know, we've never had anybody come and tell us we suck yet.
I get it all the time, dude.
No, I mean on the show.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, like
You're not really great until somebody tells you you suck online.
hey, James, can you tell us we suck? Brett, are you still in the chat? Somebody tell us we suck. Talk shit to us. No.
I don't think it counts if you ask for it.
Well,
Like, it has to be authentic, I think.
that's probably true.
Yeah.
It'd be like AI shit talking. Just not real.
Well, anytime I have a video that goes over 10,000 views, I get, there's lots of comments. I get lots of good comments, but whenever I get a lot of views, that's when I get a lot of the haters too.
Because they're
Oh, yeah.
jealous.
Yeah,
Because their video got 2 views.
Well, yeah. Well, see, when I get the haters, because I like to fight. So you shouldn't go around picking fights with people because some people will fight you back. And I'm one of those people. And
Dude, oh my God, dog! I heard a quote. Yeah, the other one's 116 years old in dog years.
well, and so when people troll me, I troll back, and I'll say just awful stuff, but I prep first. I'll go look at their page, and they'll be telling me how to play and stuff. They'll just say awful stuff too. So I'll go look at their page, and like if they're bald, I always mention that they're bald, you know, and tell them, well, I bet I get laid more than you because look at your dome. That's what I always say. You know?
He did. He said that.
That's what I always say, you know, and that always shuts them up. And they always the ones that critique my playing, they never have any videos of them playing. They just have pictures of them playing, you know.
Sure.
And I always tell them, well, you got no fucking videos. Who the fuck are you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or if they do have videos, they'll have like 42 views or something, you know? And they're critiquing my 20,000 view video, you know? And I'm not bragging, but come on, man. Shut the fuck up,
Right.
you know? And so I'll tell them, like that one dude, I told him, I got 15,000 views. You got 200 views. Who the fuck are you, you know? But anyways.
Well, I mean, and we're all here. We're all doing the same thing.
Exactly.
Like,
Well,
why do we have to? Why do we have to talk trash at each other?
Well,
Like, we're all here
that's-
doing the same stuff.
Well, that's what I told that one guy. I don't know if you saw it, but you know, I told him because he says I suppose you like Gene Simmons, right? And I mean, what's that supposed to mean? So I said so what? And I said only a punk would would talk shit to a stranger trying to have fun. And guess what? That's you, punk. You know. So, but that's what I do when people troll me. And they say you shouldn't read the comments, but I do, and I comment back to them. And when they say nice things, I say nice things to them. And when they say mean things, I say mean things to them. I'm very reactive.
Do you think I'm weird that it's really bothering me that we haven't really been trolled?
I don't think it's weird.
Not
but-
Stone Eagle, not on this show. I mean,
surely we've gotten somebody for Stone Eagle somewhere.
they called us Spam Eagle one time
Well, there you go.
because they said they said we were because we put like $20 behind a song post
Yeah.
to get it like sponsored. And so, some dude more like Spam Eagle
Yep.
forcing this shit down our throats.
See, he's just an asshole.
Like
Fuck
you've never seen a commercial, dickhead.
I like to think he was calling us the food.
That's what I thought. I thought it was a fat
Spam.
joke at first. I thought it was a
Yeah.
personal dig at me, but there wasn't no
I like
pictures of me.
spam.
I would have much more appreciated the guy if it was about the food
Yeah,
than.
and he should have
the
said
internet.
low sodium spam because
yeah.
I think we're
That
more,
would've really-
we're more low sodium. We're healthy spam.
Yeah,
If we're-
that would have been more.
If
of
we're
a
gonna
dig.
spam your eagle, we're gonna fucking do it low sodium. We're not gonna clog your arteries.
Eagle?
Oh God,
Yeah, we'll spam your eagle. That'll be it.
that's gonna be on a T-shirt.
I was gonna say that's the next T-shirt.
Yep.
Stone Eagle will spam your eagle, baby.
If we could get like Dustin to draw, like I don't know, like an eagle that's been run over by a car or something, and it's a really weird looking cartoon,
I'm
or like a
picturing,
Roadrunner or something.
I'm picturing more like a can of spam, but like not all the pieces are cut up, and there's like an eagle arm coming out of it. It's a spam eagle.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. This is why I don't talk.
Do you know what spam is? What that means?
No, what?
I don't even. No, it means something about
About me?
mechanically separated. Jamie, can you look that?
Armature meat.
Kimberly, never mind. You're on your phone.
Oh, I can look it up.
Specially plucked.
It's some kind of
Ass
it's some
meat.
kind of fucking mechanically separated per. I don't know. Maybe I made this up. I swear to God, I heard this
Oh,
somewhere.
I'm trying to find it.
It's specially plucked ass meat.
Dude, I quit eating hot dogs for a while when I was a kid because my dad told me they was made out of elbows, eyeballs, and assholes.
Yep. Lips and buttholes.
I thought, man, you know how I got over it? Hebrew National.
If
Jewish hot dogs are blessed by a rabbi. There's no assholes, eyeballs, or elbows.
So according to this, Kimberly it probably has better luck online than I do. But this says it's a shortened version of spiced ham.
Oh, that is what it is.
No, that's a fucking
Well,
lie.
that's what it says on
No,
my
that is what
end,
it is.
too.
No,
Spiced
it means fucking mechanically separated meat.
No,
I
it
swear
doesn't.
to God,
Is there, like,
dude.
an
No, it
acronym
doesn't,
for it?
Ernie. It's spice ham.
I was
not
typing
even.
the acronym for it.
What's the
Because
acronym?
it just says spiced meat.
Yeah.
It's not.
Oh, wait, I found it. Salt preserves any meat
What?
is apparently one variation.
No.
Get
it's-
off
it's
Pornhub.
Spiced
I don't
ham.
know.
Pornhub.
Sounds like it's
Are you on
bullshit.
Pornhub
She's
again?
searching the-
Deserves any meat.
Hold on. Okay. Chris is ready to go. We still got another song to go, and we're sitting here arguing over the fucking meaning of spam.
Or we're fucking spam.
Kimberly's
Yeah.
on Pornhub again, looking up pictures of Kyle.
Aw.
What did this conversation just turn into?
Aw.
What?
He's talking about your love life now.
Do you remember when Vivo first opened and they didn't
What's
have
the
any AC?
meaning of
Were
spam
you,
separated?
were you,
Dude, I almost passed out at that gig. Like, I almost actually passed out at that show.
Kyle sweat more at that show than I've ever seen a human being sweat in my life. and
Dude,
he
it was like
it was
pouring.
it was flying off of him in all directions,
Literally.
dude. Not
it was
only
like,
it was like shooting out of him. It's like he had some type of
seriously, yeah.
propulsion device in his body that shot fucking sweat out of his body.
Oh Lord.
And there was pictures. There was some of the coolest pictures ever taken of him that night too, because the lighting and everything, you know.
Oh yeah.
And he has that long hair and everything, and it was
Read
pretty
that
fucking
there.
cool. It,
He's mechanically separated.
Spam separated meat.
you know, I can look up all kinds of shit on the internet, all kinds of lies, Ernie, lies upon lies upon.
That was straight
lies.
from the Googles.
The Google machine is a liar.
Speaking of AI,
Yep.
Okay, so
mechanically separated meat, something in there. MSM.
yeah, it meant something other than spiced meat.
Oh, wait, it wouldn't
Spice
be like
ham.
artificial.
It's spice ham, Ernie.
It's not spiced ham. It's not even made out of ham, dude.
I
It would
think
it be
it is pork.
artificial for A?
Not artificial.
It's
No,
gotta
it's
be.
not like fucking lab grown. That's like
A
McDonald's.
is for asshole. That's good enough for
God.
me. A is for
Stop.
asshole. That's good enough for me. Hey, A is for asshole. That's good enough for me.
When he-
Hey, asshole starts with A.
Sometimes when he goes off like that, I think in my head, I'm gonna sit here and see how long this goes.
A is for B is for bullshit.
Watch
That's
this, watch
good
this.
enough for me.
Hold on. We gotta finish up with Chris, but tell him what do you like to do on the bass?
What do you mean? What do I like to do on the bass?
What do you like to do on the bass,
I don't know.
dude? What's
Oh, I like
Well,
chopped
that was
wood.
a letdown.
You mean?
yeah? Like I thought he was gonna know exactly.
You
like-
mean da 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 da? I like to chop wood, motherfucker. I can do
like
that all
woodshedding?
motherfucking day long.
he won't stop. He like
Did I ever tell you about the show Bailing Out Loud that we stumbled on when we were on vacation?
no.
So it's oh my god, it's the dumbest, most addictive show ever, and we'll get back to this stuff here in a second. So when we went on vacation, we were sitting in the hotel room. This show came on, and it just like sucked me in. What it is it's a 20. She's 22, I think, and she has Tourette's. A very, very extreme case of Tourette's, and they follow her around. And there's some seriousness to it. Like she's looking into procedures to settle the Tourette's and everything. So there's some serious stuff with the show too. But the whole thing is they're following this girl around with like serious Tourette's. When you started doing that, that is the first thing that I was like, I am watching that show live.
Well, you should hang around him more.
I mean, go look that show up, and there's a scene. So they're
have a
going
tick.
to, like, I believe it. I believe it.
They stole the concept from us. For
my
this.
I
youngest
see
son-
that.
My youngest son has the tick too. It's pretty bad. It's pretty funny.
I had,
I
a
mean-
tick, I had a tick one time, but my daddy pulled it off and burned it to death.
Oh Christ!
It was Lyme disease.
This is
You should-
terrible.
You should see how some of my customers look at me sometimes, dude.
Dude, I got to tell you real quick, and then we're going to listen to Chris's last song.
This shit happens in people's houses sometimes.
I worked with this guy. We called him Biscuit. We called him Biscuit because he got all the gravy. Because he couldn't do much, so and they took care of him. The boss, he just shouldn't have had his job. He didn't deserve it. But when you bring something up to the boss, some people, Ernie, you just take them to raise. Well, he's 55,
take them to what?
but you take them to raise, meaning they can't do it on their own. And if you're a good person, you just help them along a little bit. You let him wreck trucks and shit, and just old biscuit. But anyway, old biscuit got. We were at the time we were hauling rail containers, and we were loading soybeans in them and selling them to China, feeding their chickens, and then they would kill the chickens and sell the guts back to us for our ramen noodles. It's a weird cycle, this world, but. Biscuit got banned from the BNSF rail hub, and he was all bent out of shape about it. And he told me, Ernie, they're targeting me. I didn't do nothing wrong, and blah, blah, blah. I said, well, what are they mad about? What'd you do? He said, I asked that girl who checks in containers if I could check her for ticks. Yeah, that'll get us kicked out of there every time, Biscuit. You can't check any. You can't ask any woman to check them for ticks in 2021, whatever it was. You know, she's probably got a doctor for that. She's probably checked her own ticks.
And he didn't mean nothing by it, did he? Or did he?
Nah, he won't check her for ticks. he didn't get a lot of play, and he didn't have a lot upstairs. And so when he saw a pretty girl, he wanted to check her for ticks, and then he asked her.
He just didn't know how to not say that.
He didn't know. What he meant was, would you like to go have coffee? I'm sure that's what he meant. But in Biscuit's brain, it came out, can I check you for ticks? So she frowned on that. She might have bought him a cup of coffee, you know? But, yeah. There's different ways to approach things in life.
I'm going to have to try that one sometime.
You been in the woods, girl?
Hey, Amber, can I check you for ticks?
Let me check you for ticks. I got a special technique. Pulled out my teeth. Okay. Totally off the fucking rails.
This is getting weird.
Hey, Amber, can I check you for ticks?
Oh. So, while you're doing all this producing and this music stuff,
Back on track.
Back on track.
Serious face.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're here for something, huh?
Yeah, we're here to we're here to educate the world that it's not Da Vinci, but the divinity fracture.
The divinity fracture.
I mean, you got to learn. You got to learn sometimes.
Can I just ask you this? Why did you put it under your fucking name?
Why didn't I put it under my name?
Why can't I type in your name and your shit comes up?
I don't know. I didn't want it.
But it's about being all you.
Yeah.
But then you didn't put you in it.
I think a lot of it was, it is all about me. However, I want my friends to be a part of it too. So like you coming in and doing a song, some of my other vocalist friends coming in and doing a song. Like it's going to be a lot of collaborations. Even though I'm writing the tunes, like I'm going to have people come in and play alongside me on some songs.
Which one am I going to sing on?
Well, do you want to know the title?
Yeah, is that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ghosts of Mariah.
Ghosts of Mariah.
It's actually Mariah, but
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I know a Mariah.
mm-hmm. Probably not the same one though.
No.
This is the Mariah Cemetery in Deadwood.
Which Stone Eagle is writing a Deadwood song. Kind of.
Kinda.
Not really. It's kind of. It's more of like a 80s, 90s cliche country song. But anyway.
We are going to make it cliche.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be a corny motherfucker here.
Yep. But also, if you get online, like on Spotify and Apple Music and wherever you go and you search my name, you'll get 1 billion hits. But there's only one of that name. So it's like, I don't know. It was.
Are you fucking famous?
Huh? Well, we'll see.
I mean, what all comes up, bro? For real.
There's a lot of people that have that name. So
there's a lot of
1 billion.
It's not like I have 1 billion hits. No, there's 1 billion results if you search for my name.
I'm not used to that because my name's Ernie. So
you know.
Bert.
I mean, you get one. Well, you get two. You and the yellow guy.
Dude, this is what I'm the fucking orange guy. Thanks.
Oh, is he orange?
Bird's yellow.
Oh, he's yellow. Oh.
Ernie's
Really?
more like a fucking Donald Trump color.
Okay.
Pretty.
Oh, he is orange.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of got the same hair too. Now I think about it.
Sort of, yeah. Ernie's having an aneurysm over here.
I'm crashing out with that comment. I'm sorry. I just pictured like a little Donald Trump puppet on Sesame Street in my head. But so
God damn.
stop laughing, Kimberly. Stop. Seriously, come on now.
Sorry.
Stop. Come on.
How dare you laugh, Kimberly? Please stop laughing.
So what is the
We should never laugh around here.
what is the next chapter called?
So I've got 2 songs that are getting ready to come out. That so far, I just have that EP with 3 instrumental songs. I've gotten really into the instrumental thing in the past couple of years. So I had those 3 that are instrumental. I have a 4th instrumental and my first song that is going to be with a vocalist coming out probably, hopefully within a month or 2. The next instrumental is called Heaven in Ruins, and the track with vocals is called Scarlet Horizon. And the vocalist that's going to be on it, his name's Rick Wolf. He was in a band called the Messiah Complex with me 20 years ago. He's an awesome dude, and he's the first one that I could actually... I got my stuff done fast enough, and he got his stuff done fast enough. Like all the other guys that I'm working on, it's like trying to get... That's the one thing with doing something like this is when I have songs that are just me, but the ones that I have other people on, it's like trying to coordinate, like, I got to get my stuff done. They got to get their stuff done. Like it takes a long time. But hopefully in the next couple months, I'm going to do, I guess you'd call it another EP. I don't know. I'm going to release those 2 songs as a one release.
And coming soon, The Ghost of Mariah with Ernie Yates on vocals.
Yes, sir. That one's done. Just waiting for vocals.
Well, fuck, I got a booth.
That's true.
Why have we done this? Why have we done
I
this?
didn't know you had a booth.
Yeah, I got an isolation booth. I built a 5 foot by 5 foot isolation booth in my living room. It's got all acoustic caulk. It's got a whole house with a rock wool insulation in it.
Oh, sweet.
I can do vocals at the house like a mug.
Nice.
Well-
I've been wanting to build one down here, down in my basement down there.
Mine's dead square in the middle of my room, and my living room. My living room is set up like this. It's got 2 studio tables in the corner, and Nick, you'll like this. In my booth, I have wireless, a little stand with my wireless mic and mouse and keyboard, and then I HDMI my recording software into my 60-inch big screen, so I can record my vocals in the booth running the software without leaving the booth.
That's nice.
It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Sick.
I'll just bring my laptop.
Sick, the
down
kids
and-
say. Sick.
I mean, you really don't have to use your laptop. Mine's hooked up.
Fire.
I got to get the song to you, though.
Oh well, yeah. No, I
Are the kids still say sick?
bring your
Dope.
laptop because I forgot. Me and Chris first started talking about recording because I've done nothing like he's done. I've done. I tried to record Stone Eagle at the house, and my problem is with recording. I end up with like 42 channels just on one drum because I can't quit fucking with shits. But I was trying to sound all cool, and I was like, "Yeah, what do you use, Chris? Studio One 5.0?" And he's like, "No, it's 7." That's we're up to 7 now, bro.
It's actually 7.2.
Oh well, yeah. That's
Now.
now.
There was an update 2 days ago.
Was there? Well, it's 4.6 at my house, buddy. So we're back in the 4.6s.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, we'll definitely do that. We'll look forward to that. We won't do a video or nothing, but
No.
we should-
I might actually have a video for the one I'm doing with Rick. He's super good with any type of video, really. But him and I are kind of talking back and forth about doing a lyric video type thing. Not like a crazy music video, but kind of just a video to put out.
You know somebody who can do lyric videos? You mention that? You mention
He's a little busy.
that? Okay. All right.
He is a little busy.
Alright.
He's got his own, like, he's the guy. So, I'm a nerd, and then I'm going to shut up. We can do this, and I can go home, blah, blah, blah. I'm a nerd that grew up on video games, all that stuff. And all the kids that loved video games, like, that was the dream. You're going to grow up, and you're going to play video games for a living, He's actually the guy that does that. Like, he gets to do that.
He plays video games?
Yeah. He has three online channels, like YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. He has 3 different shows, and that's what he does. Like, he plays video games, and it's set up. It's hilarious. He sets it up like Mystery Science Theater, and he's got puppets that are 2. I think he has 2 of them that are his buddies, and they play a video game, and they're sitting like on the screen. They're sitting down in the corner, like Mystery Science
I
Theater.
love that show.
And they're commenting on the video game as they're going through it.
nice.
It's hilarious.
Hell yeah.
It's great. And
Well, what's his page? Pimp him out.
one of the pages is Incognito Cinema Warriors. That is almost a straight Mystery Science Theater thing. Like, it's them watching old, cheesy, corny movies. Robot Co-op is him and playing the video games, and the third channel is escaping me. If you search for him on Facebook, Rick, R-I-K-K, Wolf, you'll find all three of his pages. It's great stuff. And back to our stuff here.
Oh, yes.
I got to throw Rick out there because he's a great dude.
So, talk some more. I messed up.
Uh-oh.
No way, not you. Ernest.
How'd that happen?
How'd
that happen?
That's weird.
I thought I had some friends alive.
Well, that's weird.
You're wrong.
You thought that?
That's
You dumbass.
welcome to '95, Kimberly. This is how it was in the '90s.
Nick, you remind me of one of Rick's puppets. Actually,
Oh,
that
really?
we're sitting here, like one of the puppets is a real smartass,
Uh-oh.
and he's sitting to Rick's right, and it sounds exactly like you.
Right
It's-
on. 'Cause I'm a
oh my
real
God, it's
smart
funny.
ass too.
Yep.
I can't help myself, man. I can ruin every conversation there is, dude.
And like the puppet, Nick loves Hand of Pizzazz.
Oh yeah, buddy. Woo! Fist me.
I didn't realize we had a Jeff Dunham situation going on here. Maybe slightly less family friendly, but did you fix it?
Yeah, don't let your kids watch my show, dude.
What's the
Gosh.
And don't
What's the name
don't
of the
play
album?
my messages in the Catholic school either.
Oh my god.
Do you want me to tell you or type it?
Just do it. I got two that are 216. So I didn't pull one of them over. I pulled one of them over twice, and we've already listened to those two. So I'm just trying to find the other one to. Yeah, right there.
We're professionals here.
I searched the world over
And
and thought I found true love. You met another and you were gone.
Well, I had 6 kids and you had 11, and we had 8 more, and they grew like flowers.
I didn't even know there was a second verse.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
Oh,
I wish you'd come home. Without you's like not heaven, 'cause your kids and our kids are, 'cause your kids and my kids are beating up ours.
yeah. Who?
What?
Never mind. So we found it here. We have this one is called A Million Tiny Lights, Bright or Otherwise. I know you're getting ready to leave.
It's been a lot of fun.
Give us a brief synopsis of this song and its meaning.
So let me. I wasn't gonna do this, but I'll kind of go into the realness of it. So these 3 songs, like I said, the kind of the whole concept of everything was kind of coming out of something and getting out of a bad situation and really waking up. This is the total cliche thing that you knew me years ago. I kind of liked to drink a lot when I was younger, and
Like a fish.
yeah, like a fish. And about 4 years ago, I quit. And what I do with these songs really kind of comes out of that. It's the cliche, I did this when I got sober kind of thing. That's really what it is. And these 3 songs, as I wrote them, like I didn't set out with these 3, I didn't set out to write like a soundtrack to sobriety, but that's what they became. And this, it really kind of steps through, each song kind of steps through what I went through. The first track, like that really short one, it was me realizing like I can't do this anymore. And it was seeing, and it's not even drinking. Like everybody has something. Everybody has drink or drugs or a bad marriage or whatever, something that is just terrible, and they have a light that says you can't do this anymore. That's that first song. The second song with Mystique, it was kind of the clouds opening and starting to see like how things would be better. Then this song was really once I realized like what it was going to be, that's what this song is. Like it's like the other side, I guess if you want to call it. Yeah, the happy ending. I mean, like I said, the cliche junk.
Like an Asian massage.
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Very much so.
You don't know what you just promised to do to Nick.
Oh, Lord.
Awesome.
I'm never coming back.
I didn't know Chris is that kind of friend.
You can't tell.
Yeah.
You can't. If he mentions Japanese or Chinese massage, you don't say awesome. You say, I don't know you. Okay, no. So Chris is getting out of here. So we're going to listen to this. But Chris, we want to thank you for coming out.
Thank you, guys.
Cutting up with us. This is the most goofy-ass serious show you'll ever do.
Yeah,
This was-
absolutely.
I mean, where else do you go to talk about your music and end up doing 30 minutes on spam?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
I mean,
Separated
mechanically separated.
mechanically separated.
Mechanically separated.
Yeah.
And sing You Is Gone.
Yeah. I mean, we've covered the gamut.
Yeah, we ran it.
And now you get to hear me cough. On top of all that, you get
Yep.
to hear me cough. But no. Love you, brother. Thank you for
You too,
coming.
buddy.
We'll definitely do some fucking recording over your new stuff, and we're gonna keep going, and yeah.
Right on.
Here is
Thank you,
A Million Tiny Lights, and remember, this is your happy ending. So go listen to these in order. I played them wrong. I feel bad now. I should have played the short one first, and then the one with Mystique, and then this one.
God damn it, Ernie.
They are whatever you want them to be. So that's just the order I heard them, but doesn't matter.
All right, well, here it is on the Midwest Connection, bicradio.com. Thank you for coming again, Chris.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you, guys.
I'm going to listen to that one on the way home. Do you know what I listen to every night? Every night I listen to Soothsayer and Europa.
Europa?
Santana's Europa.
Oh, okay.
Every night. I'll listen to it 2 or 3 times in bed. And I don't know what it is. That song just... It fucking... It can change. It changes your whole...
Great album.
I don't listen to the
Man,
album enough.
you guys should have promoted the show again at the very end.
Oh, yeah. The shows that are this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially the Stone Eagles show.
But is anybody local listening?
I have no idea. Yeah, I'm like so bummed because I've seen Beneath the Skin once, Stone Eagle once. I've seen Beneath the Skin once, but I haven't seen anybody else on that bill.
Who else is on that bill? Their name is Gray in 2 letters.
Forever Gray?
Beyond the Gray.
Beyond the Gray?
But
I'm just gonna look at-
Beyond the Gray is playing at the Voodoo show.
Atypical. Atypical's playing somewhere.
Hold on, I'm checking. I'm checking.
I'm a picking.
We'll know by tomorrow.
You call on the phone all sobbing and crying.
I think I'm gonna head out too, Nick. I'm gonna load you up a 4-song block, or we can just quit at 10:30.
Hell yeah,
Dog
dude.
bit your mom, drug her around.
Oh, gosh.
I think I'm gonna have to sleep in a bit too, because I gotta be up at like 6:20.
You know, Kimberly, I don't mean this mean, but you say that every week. You're like, oh, it's getting so late, I gotta go to bed, and we're like an hour away from our houses.
Oh my gosh. No, here's the thing. I would be like 2 hours away from my house.
That's true. That's true.
Well, I just know. Now, here's the thing. If I don't hang up, I can be talking for like 4 more hours, and I should not be up until like 2 in the morning.
Hey, I don't know if we should tell Nick this. He's in the other room. But
What?
one of the guys at my work was watching the show the other night, and he told me that Nick forgot to shut off the stream. So I guess at like midnight, he was just watching Nick walk around his basement. Yeah, he said. She's laughing her ass off.
Why was he watching it?
Yo, that's an amazing question. And I didn't ask him. I was just like, what was he doing? He's like, he's just tinkering with stuff in his room and walking over to the. I was like, he didn't do nothing bad. And no, not really. And I was, man, there's not a scarier thought than having like a streaming camera in my house and not realize I'm streaming. That would, man.
I wonder, did he just like tune in, or he wasn't like watching for like 4 hours straight? Was he?
No, he said he was like watching the show and it got over, but he didn't like change the page or nothing. And then he come back to his phone and it was just Nick, like midnight, just chilling. Look, I was already at home. Like,
What the hell?
that's the happy ending. I can hear a little joyfulness in that. The talking part kind of had a darker.
You got to listen to the words.
Yeah. Okay.
The words,
Yeah.
and the words are me. Like I wrote that, and it's me saying it. But I got a bunch of effects, and I pitched my voice in.
Do you remember how you had to send me the song because I could never find it the whole time? You were trying to tell me how to listen to it. It's because I was typing in Da Vinci. Yeah. Not Divinity. I was typing in
Now I know.
Da Vinci.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
I was so confused when you said that.
Huh?
We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep. Tomorrow we'll be there to practice.
All right.
Yeah, man. Shit, we got a show. Yeah. We do have a show this weekend.
I forgot till Kimberly said something.
Yeah. We might not have showed up if it wasn't for Kimberly.
Dude, you guys are gonna kick ass with that show.
I hope.
It's gonna be awesome.
I'm going to play a Stone Eagle song on the radio here. Sirens. That's right.
Oh my
That's
God.
right. You want to
You guys are like a powerhouse.
Cat,
You
how's
should be listening
you're supposed to
just
remind
for
me of
Stone
stuff.
Eagle.
I'm the one who needs a nanny, remember? Yeah, Kat said she's mad at me because I don't text her and remind her that the show's on. You know, they have to call me and tell me to show up. All right, man. Yeah, right over here, by the kegerator.
Oh my gosh, I had to mute myself earlier because I was laughing for
Let it
like
rope.
5 minutes straight at one point.
I almost crashed out laughing tonight. I don't know if it was the spam section or the we'll spam your eagle. That was getting a little crazy.
Oh my god. Yeah, that about kill me. Spam your eagle.
We'll spam your eagle.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna say that at the show this weekend. Thank you for coming. We are Stone Eagle and we'll spam your eagle. That's
God damn.
it's good stuff. I'm gonna end the radio show right after this song. Let
Oh,
Nick in
yeah?
the stream. I'm not gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna tell him, hey Nick, I stopped the stream. You're good, bro. And then I'm gonna go home and watch him eat like Pop-Tarts at midnight. Nick will be there eat like Pop-Tarts and pizza rolls or something. Thought you was on a diet, boy. Midnight snack, baby.
Hold on, I think I'm gonna fucking explode from laughter.
Kimberly's gonna explode. We should get that on live stream.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What's so funny about Nick eating pizza rolls at midnight? in his underwear live streaming. Oh shit. That'd be a good show.
Oh my god.
Oh, no, you want to laugh? You know what's funny? I fucking bumped the timing. I just played a Stone Eagle song at like fucking the wrong speed. I heard my voice. I was like, why do I sound so funny? You're this guy. I played half our song with the wrong speed, dude.
That's awesome, dude.
That's fucking
Did
awesome.
you have it too slow or too
What are you
fast?
eating? If it's a pizza roll, I'm going to fall out.
Gum.
Oh, just gum? Okay.
I don't
Did
eat.
you have it playing too slow or too fast?
It was too slow. It was like, it sounded like Stone Eagle on fucking opioids.
If it was too fast, you could have had like a guest singer from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Here, I'll speed it up, see what it sounds like. Oh, that didn't do much there, boy. I don't know how I did that. All right, welcome back, stragglers. That's what we call people who stick around after 10 o'clock
For the hard hour.
for the hard hour. We didn't have much of a hard hour tonight because we had a lot of good talking, and we got sidetracked a lot.
We talk a lot, Ernie.
Dude, we covered some weird territory tonight.
We're blabbermouths. No,
Cat, you
always
missed
talk
it.
a
We
lot.
talked about Highland cows. We talked about the baby cows, the little fuzzy cows.
And Jim Morrison.
We talked about Jim Morrison and how Nick fucking hates him. Nick's a Jim Morrison hater.
I don't hate Jim Morrison.
And what did Skip say? Jim Morrison grabbing the girls.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's a girl grabber, I think.
Girl
is the-
grabber. He's a
yep.
girl grabber. And,
I guess I do kind of. I love his music. I think Doors made some fucking great songs, but man, all the stories of his personal life, he seems like he was a real douchebag, dude. We wouldn't have gotten along. We wouldn't have gotten along at all.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I never thought of it like that, I guess.
Yeah, I don't get along with guys like that.
Yeah. I mean, if he's a douchebag and girl grabber,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, that's not my thing.
yeah. And you know, he pissed on his audience, dude.
I mean, like, pulled it out and pissed on him?
yes, that's gross, dude. I don't like dudes like that, dude. That's fucked up.
I didn't never see that. I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah.
I thought he was just like a cool dude who like took acid and fucking discovered himself in the desert, not pissed on people.
No, that's all romantic bullshit, dude.
No, it's a movie. I saw it.
Well, I know. It's romantic bullshit.
No, it couldn't be fake or they couldn't put it in a
Oh,
movie.
shut up, dude.
They don't do that, Nick.
Oh,
It wasn't on the internet. It's a movie.
Right, I know. Yeah.
Johnny Cash was a preacher's
Val
son.
Kilmer or whatever. Val Kilmer did a great job playing him.
He died, didn't
Oh, he did, didn't he?
he? Yep.
Yep,
He played the best role ever of any movie I've ever seen in my life.
yep,
He was Doc Holliday in Tombstone.
yep. He did a lot of great roles.
Yeah.
He was a
Yep.
great actor, dude.
Dude, we'll talk about this real quick, then I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if Nick's going to play any more tunes or if he's just going to shut down.
We'll just shut down.
We're working on changing the show times from 8:30 to 11. Soon the show is going to be 8 to 10. It's just too late for us to stay up. Most of our audience goes to bed. We can literally see the audience leave
Yeah.
at 10 o'clock. Like
Yep.
people are in the chat room.
They're like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah, like literally, fuck you. I'm going to
You're
bed, dude.
assholes. We're going to bed.
It's enough fucking spam jokes, you retard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you tell me? An I-10T warning?
ID 10T.
ID-10T. I know what that means now.
Yep.
Do you know what that means, Kimberly?
ID 10T.
An ID-10T warning?
Error.
No, I was too busy laughing. I do not know.
That's how Nick called me an idiot.
Yep.
Because if you type
So I
ITT,
feel like an idiot for not knowing that.
no, they were telling me to spell it out, and I still couldn't figure it out. It's going to be on the stream. It took me like forever. I was like, "What the fuck you mean?"
IDTEN. What? What?
It wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't that bad. You're exaggerating.
No, I'm not.
That's exaggeration, bro.
No.
I was like, I don't IDIO. I didn't fucking what?
EIEIO.
And
And
on that
just like
farm,
that
we had
stupid
some
fish.
cows. No, I think this one is over for the night, guys. We're off the fucking rails. Kimberly's ribs hurt. She can't. She said she passed out. What the fuck happened to the
What?
chat?
I think it just
What
caught up or
happened at
something.
10? I started laughing and I stayed up. That's what happened.
What happened?
Brr, I don't know.
Kimberly stayed up late for us.
You
The
called
laughter,
on
man. The laughter's keeping me awake, honestly.
Well, we're going to quit being funny. Take your ass to bed.
You called on the phone all sobbing and crying. The dog bit your ma and drug her around. You said she looked pale and thought she was dying. I said, don't worry, we'll buy a new hound.
On that note, this has been the Midwest Connection, bicradio.com. We got more coming for you next week. And we promise a spam-free episode.
Later, dude. Later, Kimberly. Love you.
Later, man.
Later, Kimberly.
Later, man. Take it easy, dudes.
Later, dude. She had a rough night, dude.